is up, team? Welcome to K&M Geeking Out. I'm Mike Indeglio. I'm joined by my better half, other half, the other part of the Super Indeglio brothers. This is Nick Indeglio. Nick, we're doing an early Geekly. It's usually Mondays. We're doing it Thursday. I couldn't even get Keith to be interested in video games, but here we are.
It's understandable. It's understandable. It's not you can't be into everything, and Keith is very busy into the things he is into right now. So sometimes you got to just punt.
So we're attempting to do a lot of things. I'm trying to record it so that I can edit it down and air it as our Geekly this coming week. Also, I'm live streaming here on YouTube. Oh, hey, Jason Moe is with us. Nick, Jason is one of our pro patron supporters. He supports us. He watches all the show. He's always with me for my live streams. So Jason, what's up, man? Great to see you. I'm not sure that you and Nick have ever had the chance to chat before, but here we are.
I'm not sure. I've read the Patreon list quite a few times. So I'm sure I've said Jason's name, but and Jason he just mentioned he's seen some of the videos I've been in previously. So welcome to the broadcast. Glad to be here to talk about this.
So usually we talk about wrestling, but I think we should give a little bit of a history on kind of our what would you say? I have to keep my eye on the actual Game Awards here, so when they pop live, we know what's going on.
Our gaming lifetime, our history,
our history.
Where it all began.
I think we should start. Yeah, let's go chronologically. So, I mean, I can remember back in the early in television days playing Burger Time. That's kind of as far back as I quite remember, and that was around Atari time. I don't quite remember Atari. I'll let you speak to that, and then we'll get to Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Atari 2600 is where it all began, at least for me, and then you followed shortly afterwards. And then in television was the second console added. So games like Boxing, Utopia, and Burger Time in particular were unique to Intellivision because you used that swipe pad. Mm-hmm. And then we moved on. We had hundreds of Atari games. When Nintendo came out, we actually did not jump on the Nintendo bandwagon right away. We went to the Atari 7800.
That's right.
Because it was backwards compatible to the 2600 and the 5200. So we actually could play. The idea was we could play more games that way, and it was cheaper than a Nintendo. But shortly afterwards, Nintendo took off and went big. So we had to kind of change our ways and beg our dad to get us a Nintendo at that point, which, of course, he did. And, the rest is history from there. I don't think, and I could be wrong on this one, Mike, but between both of us, I would assume that we've owned every major console since the Nintendo. I mean, we had the Sega Dreamcast, so I'm pretty sure
I never had. I can say we were firmly a Nintendo family up until the Dreamcast. We never had a Sega Genesis 16, or what was after Genesis? Sega Saturn, Sega CD. Never was in the Sega family. Ronnie was our friend Ronnie, who was going to join us tonight and then did not.
Yes,
he was a Sega guy, so we were able to kind of bounce back and forth.
Now, to be fair, Sega Genesis I did have in college with my roommates, which is where we played NCAA football religiously and missed a lot of classes having full seasons on NCAA football. And you would have to miss class if your game was up and the game after you was ready to play. If you went to class, your game got skipped and you got a computer simulation, and that was never good because you could lose.
Jason brings up Joust. I remember Joust was awesome.
Joust on the 2600 was phenomenal. We broke controllers playing Joust. That's how, because if you remember, Jason, the on Joust, once that character gets moving, there's no break. Well, there is, but you can't stop on a dime. So you have to pull back on the reins basically to the left joystick, and then the jousting bird, the ostrich, whatever that was. But that was a very intense game. Super, super difficult. Along with Asteroids, which you mentioned. The original on the 2600 is different than one that was released later on the 2600, which is more like the arcade version. I preferred the Atari version myself. Yes. And also, Jason has mentioned that the NCAA game is coming back next year. I am super skeptical, but at the same time, incredibly excited, because not that this would happen, but let's say all of my roommates from college who were in those seasons, who, we had the couch co-op in front of the TV. We technically, if we all had systems and online play, could do it again. You know what I mean? Like it's a new world.
That's sort of the draw. Like maybe I'm not huge into online play, but I feel like if you could scratch the nostalgia itch for folks and get them back into league play. Like I know some folks are still like huge on Madden leagues, and it's kind of the only time
Hmm.
they get together with their friends. I know my wife's family, they're all into Fortnite. They're huge Fortnite players. They play together. It's kind of the way they hang out, and which I think is pretty cool. Um, so we had all those systems. I guess college you're talking about. For me, it picked back up with the Nintendo GameCube. My friend Jason had a GameCube when we were in college, and that's sort of when I jumped back in watching him play Eternal Darkness, and then
Oh yeah,
Wind Waker, which is the I think one of my favorite Legend of
Zelda.
Zeldas. Yeah, I actually didn't get in. This is interesting. I think coming up later this evening, Nick, we're going to talk because I think the
Tears of the Kingdom
Tears of
is
the
up, right,
Kingdom
for
is up,
several awards.
and I just like the first game, it did not click for me. It was the pace just was a little too slow for me, and it felt a little bit too much like one of those, you go to Cracker Barrel and you play one of those like table games where you try to make the thing hop the thing. It just felt
Yeah,
very much fiddly to get the thing to connect. I like the physics idea of all the puzzles, but
hmm
ultimately I bounced off it pretty quickly. In fact, that's sort of the theme for me this year, and it's something I'd like to talk about. As much as we love gaming, and we used to have the hours, and we would sit there for hours playing. I remember mapping out the rooms in Zelda with you as we kind of moved through the maze. You just
yep,
run out of time these days. And for me, as kind of an OCD gamer, I like to call myself, I look each year, I try to play just about everything, get my feet wet in just about everything, spend way too much money. But it's upsetting to me how few games click to the point where I want to revisit them the next day, or I get that obsession where I want to mainline. I know you just we both just mainlined and got obsessed with Spider-Man 2. So,
yes.
and I know the various Assassin's Creeds we've both loved, but have any games?
That's going to speak to what you're saying though. Continue
Yeah, I was
because
just
I'm
going to
not.
say, what games in the past couple of years, and then specifically what games this year before the I guess the event they haven't started their live stream yet, so I guess we'll see what's up.
Yeah, the interestingly, and I just want to real quick mention a couple of the games also as we were running through that are in the chat that are being mentioned.
Mm.
Rogue Squadron, I mean that's a classic from the GameCube, obviously. And on Dreamcast, we got the Dreamcast just to play House of the Dead, basically. Like that was one of the games you're talking about, Mike, that we just spent hours and hours until
Hmm.
we could beat for no other reason than we played it in the arcade and at oh my God, where was it? Dave and Buster's, and
Hmm.
then won it on the console. But I like Marvel Spider-Man 2 as an example, especially since that's up for one of the Game of the Year awards this year. Because when COVID hit, that was the first time all of a sudden I had this giant chunk of time where I was still working what's a full-time job. In fact, that doesn't go away. However, the kids weren't in the building and we were virtual. So there were many hours I had on my hands that I didn't have before. And you encouraged me. You said, give Assassin's Creed Odyssey a chance. Give it a chance. You might have actually said Origins. I
I
think
think
you
Origins was
and
my
I
first obsession.
yeah, and I jumped in on Odyssey, and it reignited my love for video games. The last video game I had completed before that was actually Breath of the Wild,
Mm.
and to me, Assassin's Creed just blew that out of the water in regards to the realism, the story, the maturity, the whole bit. Since that time, though, when Valhalla came out, I got burned out very quickly. Even though I'm not mainlined, I completed the main campaign and then completed all of the side quests I was very interested in from a story perspective. But I was burnt out. It's too much, and that's the problem for me these days. Is that these games are too big. I felt like when you and I played Diablo in the summertime, we played every night or every other night for like an hour or two. Some nights we went longer than that, and our wives actually were constantly making fun of us or complaining, and we weren't even actually playing that long. It
Hmm.
wasn't that long of a campaign, you know what I mean? And we didn't really maximize the map or anything, like we didn't go above and beyond. So Spider-Man 2 for me, that's what hit the sweet spot. I felt like the campaign length was fantastic. The gameplay was fantastic. The combat matched with everything else in terms of control
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
balance of story missions and everything else, to the point where I want to platinum that game. You know what I mean? I wanted to hit that 100%. And that never happens for me anymore because there's just not time to do it. So for a game to capture the imagination, I feel like there's so many factors now that really play into what's going to make that work. And that, the time commitments, how much you're into the story, the type of gameplay. Are you first person? Are you third person? Just so much that kind of goes into that. And when you ask the question, the answer for me right now is Spider-Man 2. It was that game. Although Diablo 4 really did, I actually got into that type of game for the first time. And Diablo basically invented that entire series and platform. So for this particular year, Spider-Man's my clear winner. I got to be honest, I didn't get into Tears of the Kingdom. I'm only about, I would say, a third of the way through the game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a struggle. Whereas Breath of the Wild, the story caught my attention because it was like a Voltron type story, and really, really kind of got me. Whereas Tears of the Kingdom is not hitting that same note for me. So to answer that question, Mike, I know for you things have looked a little bit different though. Like you've really kind of bought in more on the real short form independent games that have something unique about them, kind of like I believe was not Control,
Cocoon.
Oh gosh, Cocoon, correct.
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't get any sound happening on my let's see here, on the Game Awards. Want to make sure that we hear what's going on. Go ahead and talk about something else while I work on this real quick.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna jump back into the chat. Jason had mentioned. There you go. Great. He mentioned Cassandra in Odyssey, and Odyssey would not have worked for me, I don't think. First, had that been a male character, and two, if Cassandra's story, first of all, didn't go through the main plot of the game, and then the DLC built the character even further across the mythological piece. And then from a family piece, all of a sudden Cassandra has a family in the next level of DLC content. So you get to go to Atlantis after completing the main game, and then you get married and have a kid, and watch what happens after that. So that's a perfect example to me of what character plays into in these types of games. Not that Eivor wasn't great in Valhalla, but at the same time, he didn't have the same kind of capture that Cassandra did. And I think that's something that Ubisoft in particular has to think about moving forward, is what they use from a character storytelling perspective, because their mainline story is out of control at this point.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do live service. They've got a lot of things in the pike. It will be interesting to see. For me, the smaller experiences have helped me kind of make sure I finish stuff. The last time I've been cool with like stories being told over a long period of time, I think, was Witcher 3.
Oh, wow.
Hi, it's me, Sydney Goodman.
Oh, looks like...
Here to greet you all at
Hey, Sydney.
What I consider to be my favorite holiday of the season, the 2023
They've still
Game
yet to
Awards.
nail the presentation of these
just
without
like
feeling
New
like the
Year's
little
Eve,
bit
our Game
hokey.
Awards
And
opening
I love
act
Jeff
is
Keeley,
as
God bless
full
him,
of
but he's
excitement
not
and
always my
celebration
fave.
as the
Should be
big
interested to see what's
event.
happening here.
Tonight, the Game Awards will celebrate.
I feel like they're going for a
the best
Nickelodeon type
gaming
vibe,
from the
though.
past
Wait,
year,
they're going to do
and
another
we've got
half-hour
more
pre-show?
than a
It's not starting
dozen
till
new game
8?
announcements. Plus, the old
I don't
gods
believe
of
it.
Asgard
It says
are
up
here
top there.
from Alan Wake 2. They take the stage. For the first time ever, it is truly magical here, live at the Peacock Theater for gaming's biggest night. We are streaming around the world, connecting millions of gamers and fans and getting you all stoked for our big
I think you're right,
show.
Mike, because
But
if you
before
look in the
that, it's
bottom
time to
right
get
corner,
cozy with our
there's still
very
people being
first
seated.
world
So there's no
premiere
way
of the
they're
night.
starting.
Yeah. So it's going to be commercials
Yes, let's
basically for a
hear
half
it.
hour?
Yeah, which could be
In concert
fun.
with
I could get into
creators
that.
who has already
Well, that's not
created
kind of what I was
Game
going to say
the Year in the
before.
past here at
Oh, by the
TGA,
way, Jason, we're
but
going to talk
this
all over
time,
this.
We're
So,
going back to the title that started it all for him a decade
for me
ago.
right now, because
Here's the
it's
first
so
ever
few and far
look at
between,
a
I get to
beautiful
really
remake
get
of
passionate
Brothers,
about a
A
game.
Tale of Two Sons,
It's almost like
originally
the
created
getting
by
psyched
director
about
Joseph
gaming
Fares.
and reading up on it and listening to podcasts and all that stuff, watching trailers, getting hype. The hype of it is almost for me the hobby now instead of the play. You know?
Is it really any different than watching the previews in a movie? You know what I mean? Like, and now, granted, that's a little different these days, ever since COVID and the way the movie theaters have changed. But yeah, the previews are always better than the actual presentation.
This one's got my attention. This give me Fable vibes. Is it Fable or Tale of Two Brothers?
No, this
remember?
is Tale of Two Brothers. It's a sequel, I think.
Oh, that's cool. I'd be into that.
Yeah, it looks a little. Well, okay.
Well, that's the same people who made It Takes Two, which we both absolutely loved.
Yes, that was playing that together and then playing with Bella too was super fun.
Yeah. It's so great that she's like a true gamer now. Oh, it's a remake. It's not even a sequel. We're just doing it again.
Just the remake. Okay, all
well,
right.
I think we're going to see a lot of that tonight because Keeley is probably. I'm sure he's got some mic drops. Did you watch the?
These are the games that bring families together.
Did you watch the GTA 6 trailer?
I did, but I didn't get to watch it live. Like when it debuted, I had to watch it about 6 hours later, so a lot of it got spoiled for me.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see. Best family game. Did you play any of these?
I played Disney Illusion Island, and I've played Mario Wonder.
I have Wonder. I'm waiting to play it with Jen when we go on the cruise. I'm so excited. Hey! Some have said this is the best since like Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Mario World. You believe it?
I'm 3 worlds in.
Thank you so much for this award. This is shared with all the teams at Nintendo.
Oh my God, his name's Doug Bowser.
Yeah, it is.
Bowser, as in the dragon.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Really
I picked
tried
it
to
up.
develop a game that allowed people to work together.
This is awkward.
To play together, whether it was friends or it was family.
All right, what were we saying?
And for
GTA
me,
6, right?
My personal experiences.
Yeah, but go back to Mario Wonder. I'm only on the 3rd world. It takes place in a different kingdom, so you're not in the Mushroom Kingdom for the first time. You're in the Flower Kingdom, and they do really kind of dial in on that quite a bit. I feel like, and just the variety of levels I've played so far are definitely engaging. They've also fixed a huge problem. They fixed the bubble problem from Super Mario, whatever that one was called. Remember, you know how you would die and go into the bubble, and you could pop your fellow player's bubble and they would die.
Yeah.
So they've fixed that, where it's not as intrusive as it was prior.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The 3D World games I thought were okay. I didn't love them, Jason, but they were okay for sure. What was I just gonna say? Oh, it's so hard for me to keep track of so many things happening.
When they get to some of the categories with Baldur's Gate, Jason mentioned that he's played about 30 hours of Baldur's. So
yeah, so I started playing that and I could not grok it. I was loving the idea of it, the kind of the pacing and the incredible D&D control, but it just wasn't clicking for me. But I was playing on my MacBook with like really crappy mouse controls. He suggested earlier that it's best played on console, so I think I'm going to give it another try eventually. Right now, Nick, I'm going back into my backlog, and for me, what's next? I think I've been digging Alan Wake, and I want to push through, but it's starting to wear on me a little bit. It's a lot.
Really?
It's just a lot.
Because you were super hyped about it.
Super hyped, and I was loving the first few hours, but now it's like so out there, and I have a suspicion it's not going to give me any satisfying answers. That it's just going to be all Twin Peaks and no like True Detective give me the answer.
Gotcha.
So and if that is true, like Lost, now it seems like it's kind of sniffing its own butt, which I know is a hot take because people love this game and I have been loving it. But I don't know, I'm falling off a little bit. But I want to go back to Cyberpunk. I never got in to finish that game, and I could use a cool open world sandbox. So.
Well, the Cyberpunk DLC that just came out is
awesome.
considered, it's supposed to be fantastic. So now would be the time for sure in that regard.
I think I'm going to go back and start over though.
I haven't, Baldur's Gate, I'm really, really excited to play, but I just haven't been willing to bite at it yet, just because I wanted to finish Spider-Man, and I have a feeling like that's going to be coming completely life-consuming. Yeah,
I think that
quest.
You just need to turn off your love of Diablo because it is completely different than that. You know what I mean? Like there's no hack and slash whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's very methodical. So, yeah, I mean, your results may vary.
Yeah, it's gonna, again, it's just I have to commit to it, and I still have there's a lot of other games I still have to finish.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor, I got to get back to.
I need to get back to Marvel's. Oh my God, Dark Suns or Rising Suns. Midnight Suns. Yeah, that is a great game, but at the same time, it's incredibly repetitive. That once again, the campaign piece is way too long.
There's a PC game I've been playing. I think it's available on Game Pass right now. It's called. Oh man, it's a stealth action game. It's called. Oh man. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one you're talking
Shadow's
about.
Gambit, the undead pirate game.
Okay.
It's got a very similar art style to this, is why I'm thinking about it. It's been a love of mine. It's one you can pip and pop, so I've been playing it
Okay.
kind of off and on. Awesome game. It's a Game Passer, I think. If not, it's definitely on Xbox. So, been loving that. What's
Yeah,
the
it's
other
good. It's good to hear from Jason that because a lot of times they recommend playing these Baldur's Gate type games on the PC. You know what I mean? So hearing that they've actually gotten the console, for lack of a better term, port right is impressive.
Also, I'm hoping tonight maybe we see an announcement. You know what games I love? I don't know if you ever played them. I'm big into narrative adventures, first-person narrative adventures. Even to the point where, and I don't love Persona, which is like very much like a life simulator, but I tell you what I've been loving is Life is Strange. I've played all of the Life is Strange games. The last one, Life is Strange 2, I believe. You were like just like this small town girl in Denver, in Colorado, and some stuff happens. Anyway, it brought me to tears. But as people who watch the channel know, there are quite a few games and experiences that have had to bring me to tears, so it's not that high a bar.
Yeah, you're an easy crier. Bella is currently Bella, who's 15. That's my one daughter, is playing the first Life is Strange right now.
Okay.
Don't skip this cutscene, people.
That one's great. Tell her after she plays this one, the last one is really great too.
A place of wonder.
Gone Home is another great one, old school. That's like probably a decade old by now.
The cosmic veil and reached a new planet. Yet generations later, this world remains untamed.
You got my attention.
Our reunion was foretold.
The anime.
Our paths destined to cross. I'm here for you now, Administrator.
I played a game, an anime type game called very Devil May Cry here. Oh man, Jason, I didn't even know that Avatar game dropped today. That's how little has been on my radar, but I've heard it's beautiful. That's all I've heard. I have not watched any reviews, not yet. And I still have Starfield that I'm kind of like it's sort of like a story generator, you know what I mean? The main narrative is what it is, but I like the side quests and stuff.
Now, this game I've seen previewed. It's definitely interesting.
You were big into Tsushima, right?
Yes.
Tsushima might be one of my favorite games I've played in the past decade. Like top
question.
10 for sure.
Yep.
Super psyched for that sequel. Just hit all the beats. Very Kurosawa narrative, incredible combat that was as deep as you wanted it to be.
Yep.
And you're like me, like one thing I've done for myself is in my kind of later years here, I've turned off the part of my brain that says you have to play on normal.
Right. Oh gosh, yes. I will play on easy or very easy if I'm given the option.
Like Spidey was fun, and I had some nits to pick. I wasn't enjoying it as much as the first two. I dropped it down to easy. Loved it. Because that's the feeling I want. I'm Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I wanted to destroy these people. You know what I mean? I want to be that challenged. So.
And the other piece is you still learn what the combat is doing, even if you're playing on easy or very easy mode. Like in Spider-Man 2, when you can't be killed, your health bar is still dropping. You know what I mean? So you still have to learn how the different parries and skills and everything work. It just doesn't. I'm not as stressed as I normally am.
Yeah.
Even though I did hate the Condor missions, like the flying through the hoops missions, those I struggle with.
On Spidey, did you know that there was if you went into accessibility, there was an option you could tick that just made you stay in the circles.
See, that would have been.
Eventually, because there was that one trophy that was like fly from the down bottom of Manhattan to Astoria, and I was like,
Astoria.
I don't want to bang my head against the wall. I just want that platinum, so I popped it on.
Well, that's good to know. I haven't done that one yet. I have like 3 trophies left, I think, at this point.
We are just commercialing the hell out of it here. Dude, apparently the Assassin's Creed, apparently this is incredible on Quest. I can tell Nick already throwing
Assassin's Creed 3? They remade 3 into a
No, it's a whole new thing.
VR?
You play as Cassandra, you play as, what's his name?
Oh.
I'm in search of a
First guy. Ezio Auditore.
Yeah.
And you have some missions in each of them. It's supposed to be really great.
My good friend Ezio. What could be better? Flatter me as always.
Yeah, I appreciated that too, Jason. Jason's complimenting Spider-Man's the handling of the Haley character
Oh, yeah, right?
with haptics and
So good.
the way they
so
do
good. Her
text-to-speech.
missions, yes. Where you just had that, it was almost like the headphone thing was turned on, where you the noise drowning or whatever it's called, and
I also didn't mind the Mary Jane missions. They didn't bug me as much as they do some people. I get it. Like when the Spidey stealth is so cool, like shooting spiders like webs all over the universe and dropping in and Arkham styling it. I get that that's a different change of pace, but it didn't bother me. It worked for the story.
This time for innovation
Yeah.
and accessibility.
Oh, hey, we got an award
The
here
gaming
for accessibility,
community
which we
is
just brought up,
massive,
so it's
but
apropos.
honestly, it should be even bigger. And these nominees are pushing gaming beyond its current limits. Their teams have created software and hardware that make it possible for people of all abilities to experience the medium
They got to
of
fix the
gaming.
audio in the
With accessible
auditorium. It's a little-
features
a
and
little
technology that
echoey.
get us all one step closer to a seamless play for everyone. These nominees are doing the work, and they are Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush,
Hi-Fi Rush was cool.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2,
Did you play Hi-Fi Rush?
Mortal Kombat
No.
1,
It's a cool
Mortal
game.
Kombat I played.
Street Fighter 6. And the Game Award goes
The
to
combat's like a rhythm game. It's very cool.
Forza Motorsport.
Okay.
I wonder what Forza did that made it more accessible than Diablo or Spider-Man, which I thought were pretty both had pretty neat features.
Since this category was introduced several
It
years
is,
ago,
Jason,
I think
yes.
we've seen a dramatic shift in the whole industry towards making games more and more accessible. And with this list of amazing nominees, it just really drives that home. At this point, I think we've made the most accessible racing game ever playable by people across the mobility and vision spectrum, including totally blind players.
Well, there
But
you
really
go.
The real winners here are the players
If you
who
can
have so many
drive
things
your
to play.
race car blind, that's pretty good accessibility, I suppose.
Yeah.
None of this would have been possible without the amazing teams behind the scenes. Big thank you to our audio team for their tireless effort, championing for accessibility and making.
I do love. I mean, I love my PC games and I love it, but the haptic feedback on the DualSense, the PS5 DualSense, is really second to none.
Yeah, it does. I prefer the feel of the Xbox controller, but the haptics on the PS5 are just amazing.
Yeah, I wish PlayStation had figured out a Game Pass type thing, because it really does push me towards Xbox a lot. But one day we'll just play everything on everything.
Forza Motorsport. Here at the Game Awards, we believe strongly in accessibility and want to celebrate any game.
I believe
that makes it
strongly
a
in that
priority.
dress.
And our next developer, The Odd Gentleman, believe that by making their games
I like this dev.
and their company accessible and inclusive, they can develop new types of gameplay with stories that everyone can enjoy. They created the following game in a deep collaboration with artists and developers from the
See,
deaf
Nick uses the
community.
backbone,
We are
Jason,
very
and I don't see
excited
much
to
difference
reveal it
between the
now.
PlayStation Portal
This
and the
is
backbone, just like your
Harmonium, the
phone,
musical.
right? I already have a $1,000 portable.
Yeah, the only issue I've had with the phone, but everything I've read is the same difference, is that and my vision is good but not great. It's sometimes hard on the deep features, like particularly in Diablo, reading down to the skill level in the corner. It's just hard to see.
Deaf girl playing drums. This is cool. All right.
Is this the new Disney movie?
I'll tell you what, man. Speaking of accessibility, whereas there's all this conversation about the woke mob, the this, the that, or how there's not enough representation in television and movies, and all that's true. But where that's not an issue is in an industry that used to be it's all boys and guns and shoot 'em up. It's damaging our youth. So many strides in great storytelling, accessibility, social development, collaboration, cooperation, developing with kids on the through gaming. I think gaming is it makes sense, right? I mean, all kids are like in their phones nowadays. At least they're learning to build a little community. Now it's not all that. That's our nephew is often throwing grenades directly in people's faces, but
As he meets them,
Yeah.
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 But at the same time,
you can't even read.
Honestly, I don't know how much better gaming
I talk about it all the time. Look at what online gaming, where it's gone now, like what you can actually do. A lot of the kids at my school who would otherwise be non-included, you know what I mean, are sitting together playing games online. We're at the same table, but they're still engaged together, doing things that, haven't been done in a long time. So
even this, right?
we got a category.
Oh,
Zywu.
Faker.
Oh yeah, love Faker.
I would have gone with
Zywu. The nominees are
Sonic for sure.
Potter, Zonic, Gunba.
I don't know. Gunba had a great year.
And Homie.
Oh, XTQZZ is ecstasy.
Potter. For best esports event, here are the nominees.
Oh, it's gotta be eBay, right?
2023 League of Legends World Championship.
Hold on.
Blast TV Paris Major 2023.
If it's not clear, Nick and I know nothing about this.
Well,
Evo
Evo,
is
true, actually. Evo's the big one, I think.
Yeah, Evo's like WrestleMania.
Valorant Champions 2023. And the Game Award goes to 2023 League of Legends World.
See, I wasn't gonna say, I wasn't gonna pick that, but League of Legends is huge.
Game, the nominees are.
It's got to be Counter-Strike 2, right? Because it's been the first nominee on each listing so far. I don't think they randomized.
PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, but League of Legends
Valorant.
just won the other one.
And the Game Award goes to
I'm going League of Legends.
Oh!
And finally, the nominees for Best Esports Team are Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Game Gladiators, JD
Fnatic or
Gaming,
JD Gaming?
Team Vitality.
It's got to be
And the Game
JD
Award
Gaming.
goes to
Come on. Yeah,
JD
JD!
Gaming.
Good job.
Huge congratulations, everyone. I love esports.
I don't think
I'm
it
a
is
huge
our
esports
JD,
fan,
Jason,
just
but I
like my
pretended it
father
was.
And his father before him. We Goodmans are a huge esports family, dating all the way back to the mid 1800s.
Yeah, well, guess what, Mike? My esports team at Downingtown Middle School just won the state championship in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
Boom. On Friday.
Did
Yes.
they win a cash prize?
No, the big trophy, and now I have to buy them all jerseys, which I didn't really think we were going to win.
That's a cool art style right there. And then they lost.
That is pretty cool.
Oh,
that's blood.
We've lamented recently, Nick, the lack of good Saturday morning cartoons, but I guess maybe games are taking that spot for us.
In a lot of ways, I think it has. Oh, that's graphic. Wow. Okay.
This one's not for Christmas.
Oh, Dead Cells was very good. I like Dead Cells.
That is Nick's dog.
Yes.
Do you ever play a game called Bastion, Nick?
I've heard of Bastion. I'm not familiar.
So good. You would love it. It's got very similar combat to this, but Bastion's awesome. That's on Game Pass too.
This also gives me a little bit of a Xenoblade Chronicles vibe.
Yeah, and like Powder Puff Girls and just basically...
It's got some Zelda too. Like that villain right there is a Zelda type.
But none of this is in game, so...
Oh, yeah, probably not.
Ooh, Dragon Quest XI, Jason says. I don't know, I haven't tried that.
I was reading on, oh God, what was it? I read an article that talked about Dragon Quest XI, but I wasn't familiar with, because I haven't played any of that series at all.
Do you know what else I started on Xbox that I was loving and then I got sidetracked and I have to go back? I forgot about. I'm so excited. I just remembered. Is Sea of Stars.
Oh yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a throwback 16-bit
Yes.
JPG, and I have been loving it. I played the first 2-3 hours, loving it. I was playing that in Cocoon, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. Mike is into only indie gaming now." And then Spider-Man came out.
No, Sea of Stars, very good. In fact, that's up for several awards, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's so good. Oh yeah, Jason's playing right now. I gotta get back into it.
Yes, Jason did clarify, Mike. It's actually a JRPG.
Yes.
Going back to the PSP and the mini game controls, that is one thing the Backbone does kind of lack too. Like you don't get the the hand control not as good as the Switch, and you don't get the haptic feedback and
Thrasher,
things
in
like
case
that.
you didn't know, is from the same artist/composer that
She's got
blew
like little
our
feather
minds
dress
back in
on.
2016.
I was gonna say the air must be blowing
So
significantly
excited
because
we've got another
the feathers are
game coming from him in
strongly
2024.
going to one
Special
side.
shout out to Samsung and Samsung Gaming Hub, who, not to
I
brag,
wonder if we're gonna
are
do.
also
So, are there
throwing
any
a
games you're
massive
hoping
Game
we get
Awards viewing
dropped?
party
Any
over
predictions
at
or any?
Samsung's
I
New
haven't
York
really.
City flagship
Hopefully we get.
location with
Maybe we get
Timothy
a
Miller and
surprise
Chiba. I wish I
GTA
could be at
6
two places
second
at
trailer.
once, but the last time I tried to clone myself,
I
these
have a
weren't
feeling
sizable files
my
that
thought
I
is there's not going to be any real big announcements because they dropped GTA early, so nothing else wants to compete with that.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Well, Starfield's already out.
I think this is just a general.
Oh, Samsung.
Yeah. That's the thing. Just so many games. My backlog. I made a list yesterday in prep for this, and it was so long. I haven't even finished the second God of War yet.
No, that is still actually sitting on my PS5 waiting to be played, and that might be a Christmas breaker.
Yeah, and the thing for me is I was like a good 15 hours in, but I can't. I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning because I just get so lost in the controls of these games if I don't finish right away.
Well, especially the God of War, although it's super intuitive, it did take me a while to kind of get the hang of it.
And
I love throwing that axe. Ugh.
Oh, it's so good. I had just got introduced to the second playable character, so I'd been relearning. I have to start over.
Okay, is this like a Fire Emblem type situation here?
This is Persona.
This is Persona. Okay.
Yeah. Are you thinking of Professor Layton?
Yes. That's it.
Or Ace Attorney?
Ace Attorney is. You know what? That might be the one I was initially thinking of.
I used to love those games actually. They were fun to play on the subway.
I also like the surgeon games, like the doctor ones that were out for a while. Those were pretty good. The Wii took control and did some nice stuff with that.
I hear there's some controversy about one game being up for Best Indie tonight, but they're not really being an indie studio. There's a lot of controversy. To be fair, none of this is really worked out. Keeley's kind of just like he's trying so hard to make it a thing. I like that he spends time saying it's just a celebration, but really, that's the thing about Keeley, right? He's just like, he loves his Kojima, he's got his darlings, and he probably shouldn't host it himself. He's not the most charismatic of dudes, but, I don't put a lot of stock into these awards. I just kind of like to... It's like, it replaces what E3 used to be, because we don't get E3 anymore, those press conferences,
right.
So this kind of gives us something to get pumped for. Especially since GTA 6 is 2025 and probably fall 2025, so, like, I need some mega drops. We got to get one. I'm going over under. We're getting one surprise tonight.
All right. I hope you're correct. The other piece that I enjoy is I like how
Assassin's
early
Creed Red or something like that.
Yes,
that would be pretty cool.
A new Persona game, that is. I still want to be Sydney. But enough about me. Make sure to stay tuned as Google and the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 are bringing you
needs a little work, Sydney, but that's okay.
That's right. She's working. She's working hard for money. She's probably... How old do you think that person is? No idea anymore.
24.
You know what I learned today, Nick, is...
That my dogs are super annoying? Yes.
Yeah, Oh, yeah. They're really going for it. Oh, man, have you played Dave the Diver?
Nope.
Dude, I played the first hour, and I know that this will be crack cocaine for me. You basically go around and fish in this, like, magical ocean, and then you take those fish and you run a sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
But it's real.
So it's
good,
like
man.
the Nintendo 8-bit Jaws game, but then you have a restaurant.
Yeah, it is crack cocaine, and people are
I can't believe it. It's almost time for our big show.
Yeah, one guy made Dave the Diver, if I'm not mistaken.
Think over all the excitement, but I have to keep it
Well, if Dave the Diver's good, it's definitely better than Jaws, because...
Here are your nominees for Content Creator of the Year. Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity.
No K&M up there, man.
Cypher
That's
PK.
a snub.
Cypher PK.
And the Game Award
Spreen,
goes to...
baby.
Iron Mouse. So, Iron Mouse couldn't be here tonight because Iron Mouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet. But she did send us a message. Take it away, Iron Mouse.
Oh my, dude, what is happening with those dogs?
To have been the recipient of the Content Creator of the Year award. First and foremost, I want to express my
That's your life,
deepest
man.
heartfelt gratitude to the incredible community that has gathered around my streams. And
I thought
also want
I
to
was having
say
trouble
very
accepting
special thanks to
that
Vishojo,
Kiss just
who
played their
brings all
last
my
concert
ideas to life.
and
Thank you so
turned
much
their
to my team
identities
that
over
helps
to
me
their
every single
virtual
day.
avatars.
And thank you so much to the
But
Game
this
Awards.
person just
I
won
can't
Content
believe it's
Creator
all
of the
happening.
Year, and
Thank
it's
you
an
again,
animated
everybody.
character.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole new world.
Congratulations, Iron Mouse. Okay, we're getting so
Well, now we're
close to the
getting
big
into
show,
games
but
and
I'm not
games. Like in
ready to let
Fortnite
go
just announced that they have like the new harmonics racing game inside of it, as well as a new
Yep.
Up next is a very
rhythm game
special
inside of it.
year, 15 years.
It's like Ready Player One style
Yeah.
going on in I'm closing this door for what it's worth.
What a beautiful world. Too bad they never made another one.
They say Dave the Diver was funded by a huge studio or something. Oh, interesting.
That's the controversy. Okay.
I love that we're just all grown men watching commercials together right now.
Also, the idea that, and I understand Jason's point. Here's the trick, though, like with the Oscars, the Golden Globes, things like that. Although I disagree with all that stuff completely, at least there's a set criteria that they're supposed to be following these certain types of rules. Technically, like, how do you define at this point the difference between an indie studio or a AAA studio? Like, you can say you're an indie studio, but if you're funded and, with someone just giving you millions of dollars, are you still an indie studio? At what point do you become what's the, are there definitions? I'm probably not, because how would you define some of that stuff? You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you say, like, Mike, the show's on Broadway, or the show Jen's currently in. Well, it's just off Broadway.
Right.
But really, what's the delineation? It's a street. Well,
for that,
number,
there
right?
is. No, it's number of seats and location to a certain spot. So there are even more specifics on that.
Interesting.
Yeah, there is. It's all about like maximum capacity and all kinds of stuff. Potential gross. There's a whole bunch of factors. I will say that's why one of the podcasts I listen to, what they do at the end of the year, which I appreciate, is they just call it the DLC favorite games of the year based upon an incomplete sample, which I appreciate because that's specifically what it is. You know what I mean? So what?
Yeah.
And you and I have talked about it too. Like the first two Spider-Man games didn't click for you. This one clicked.
Nope.
I loved Odyssey and Origins. And then Valhalla just didn't click time and a place. You know what I mean? So you just never, and then some games you go back to. I'm hoping Cyberpunk will jump off the page this time. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, my understanding of Cyberpunk is that at this point it is fixed. It's no longer broken. And if that DLC is as good as they're saying, then...
Oh, Hogwarts. Hogwarts was so good. I loved it. Jason, thanks for reminding me. That's on my list for this year, too. I was so charmed by that game. I enjoyed it so much. I didn't even finish it. I'm going to go back and finish it, too. That might be where I'm jumping back into. It's, man,
Bella,
totally snubbed.
I think Bella got as far as you, and she kind of fell off, for a while now. But she wants to jump back in.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, the story is interesting, but once you kind of figure out the sort of, okay, I need to collect these 5 things and then the big thing, right? Then it's all about, like, how charmed by the world are you? Like, I did the thing where you had to collect, it was one of the collectathons, and it took me an absurd amount of time. I think like 15 hours maybe. And so I saw the whole map. After that collectathon, I felt like, you know what? I did this game. I saw the whole castle. I explored all the things. And I'm not even really a Harry Potter person. So I can imagine if you were, how just next level that would have been.
Yeah, and Bella's not like Bella's only through the first 4 or 5 books and movies, so she's not even at the end to really understand the full mythology at this point, and it still kind of grabbed her pretty well.
Jason brings up a good point, and this goes throughout media. We've talked about this before. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but like,
that's a good point.
The controversy of it, and like, where's the level? What is the line of what you can appreciate? Because when creators or the people who create great art or great IP are, troublesome. It's
I think it's
weird.
leveled. Well, and I think part of the issue comes down to what's the level you're willing to accept. You know what I mean? And I would hate to give away a fictional world that's partly created in your mind because of, the opinions of the author, perhaps, who, that's a tough one. I choose to still like all of the Harry Potter stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whereas
for me, that universe was created in my mind because of Jim Dale. His vocal performance on the audiobooks is what I think about in Harry Potter. So, yeah.
Well, for me, are we getting another category here?
No, I think we're getting the intro. Let's see.
Welcome to the Game Awards 2023. Now, here's your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keeley.
Wow, they got a stage this year.
Yeah, they're at the Peacock. I think they should have flown you guys out for this.
Nobody knows who we are.
Jason does.
Keith didn't even show up.
Good evening, everyone.
He's doing a D&D
Good point.
podcast tonight.
Game Awards.
Jeff couldn't even get a fitted
Tonight
suit.
is our 10th TGA, a global celebration of video games, and boy, do we have a show for you. I am so excited to get this started. Together, we are going to recognize outstanding
It looks great.
creative
Yeah.
work in games in 2023, and we'll look into the future with an astonishing lineup of world premieres. More than anything, this is a show
They just
about
gave you
bringing our
said astonishing
community
lineup of world
in this
premieres,
room
Mike.
and
That's big.
online around the world to focus on something we can all agree on. There's nothing more powerful or more immersive than an extraordinary video game.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, some would say going outside and throwing a ball,
Great games comfort us, help us understand different perspectives on the world, and maybe even change us. That's what makes this medium different. Games, the actual things we play, are insanely special, and we're going to celebrate that for the next few hours.
The next
And
few
we've got such
hours?
an amazing group of people
What are
with
we
us.
doing
They're
here?
built by talented creators and teams, and many of them are here tonight. Mr. Anuma, Mr. Fujibayashi, great to see you
He
back
loves
after
to bring-
winning Game of the Year in
Oh,
2017
is he talking to us? Oh, okay.
for Breath of the Wild. Good luck tonight.
Definitely somebody's going to streak
One
the
of our
stage tonight. It
industry's
happens every
greatest
year.
creative and technical forces.
I was going to say those two guys they just showed, the developers of Breath of the Wild, they're like the Rock of this world, right? Like they're
here, Mark.
Dwayne Johnson essentially.
Of course, the team behind Pizza Towers here too.
That guy.
I
Everyone's
would like to see
here.
Pizza Tower win something.
Melina Jurgens, our best performance
I'd like to
winner
just
in
see a Pizza
2017 for Hellblade. Welcome. I think we'll be seeing you a little bit later tonight.
Oh, new trailer for Sensua.
And we are also honored to be joined by
Okay,
the
that
Fujimoto
would-
family,
that would-
Haru and Ryozo,
you would win with
who are
that.
Did you finish the first one?
40 years of
Yes.
Capcom this year. And a Game of the Year
I couldn't
nomination
stop playing
for
it.
Resident Evil. Welcome, guys. It's so great to have you with us. Now, we have a big show, so let's get right into it. To present tonight's first award is last year's winner of Best Performance. Please join me in welcoming back to the Game Awards, yep, we're gonna do it, the actor behind Kratos in God of War, Christopher Judge.
Yes.
Come on, Chris.
I almost got a Kratos tattoo.
There's still time. You got any room?
Yeah, a little bit.
What a card. Good evening, everybody.
Come on, Kratos.
It is such a pleasure to be back here. I have such great memories of last year, Mr. Pacino, forgetting to thank my wife.
Very funny.
They're taking a big
Brother-
swing.
All right. I get it. I'm not gonna stand up here making long speeches. I'm gonna stick to the script. No 8-minute speech like last year. But fun fact, my speech was actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign.
Whoa, shots fired. Nailed it. You got a good reaction there.
Another company I'll never work for. I'm here to present.
That's actually what Trevor wants for his for Christmas.
Performance.
He wants the new Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare.
Yeah, apparently the
beloved by audiences and acclaimed by
the
critics.
Past few years.
This
was supposed to be the best one in like 3 or 4 years.
Unforgettable performances. And here are the nominees.
All right, here we go.
Best performance.
Revenge is a weapon. It's been a long 5 years.
Okay.
Hope may
This has got a shot.
grasp. You play grown-up games.
Oh, Idris.
Oh, how do you not give it to Idris?
Did you write these pages, Mr.
She's great.
Wake has a double.
My name's Astarion. They won't ever.
I think we're going to see a lot of Baldur's Gate this year.
annual physical? We have to talk.
Yuri also, though, man.
Here.
It's not going to be Spider-Man.
It's got to be. I think they're going to give it to
Whoever
Melanie
wins.
Liburd.
Jeff has given me the okay to say, take as long as you want to. Thank everyone who's ever meant anything in your life. And I dare you.
Jason saying
I
Neil.
double dare you to try to break my
Mike says Melanie.
record.
Nick?
7 minutes, 59 seconds.
You're seeing.
I'm going to go with Yuri
And the
just because I
award
love him.
goes to
Okay.
Neil Newbar.
And so it begins.
Is he wearing? What is he wearing?
A frock, perhaps. I think
no.
No, he might be like Swedish or something.
He's wearing. No, he's. I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of cultural appropriation happening here.
We don't know. Maybe he's in character. You know. We haven't played the game. Jason has. He can speak more to it.
Hi.
I'm telling you, he's Icelandic or something.
This is unreal. I just wanted to say, I know I don't have much time. But I'll give it a shot. Thank you so very, very much for everybody that voted.
Well, that man
Thank
is
my
wearing
incredible
full armor.
Fellow actors and the nominees,
Sure.
unbelievable talent. To be
Yeah, he sounds like he's from
considered
like
amongst you
Sweden
is
or
extraordinary,
Iceland.
So thank you very much indeed.
Might be straight British,
To
too.
Swen, to Larian, to all the writers, to Stephen Rooney, the writer of Astarion, I'm going to forget everybody. To Pit Stop, who worked so hard, the directors, my fellow actors, 248 incredible actors that gave it heart and soul. To mi
248?
familia,
Okay,
gracias
I'm playing Baldur's
para
Gate.
todos.
That's
gracias,
next.
gracias, y Coco también. And to my agents, I will thank you later. I'm sorry, I'm going to wrap it up apparently. One thing I will say, please, if that's okay, the community has reached out to so many of us at Larian and said they were seen and they were represented by this game when they lost hope, they felt isolated, they felt alone, and this game brought them together and gave them something to push through to help them all. And to you, I want to say thank you so much for seeing us. I appreciate it.
Well done, sir.
You're not alone in this. None of us are. Thank you.
What do you say? None of us are what?
You're not alone in this. None of us are. All right. Every time we pick one right, one of the three of us.
Okay.
We get applause. Jason,
They should have gone with like an 811 plug there
Short,
after
so
that
thank you.
speech.
There are lots more awards to come, but now it's time to
His
look
character's
ahead
a gay
to what
vampire
you'll
in
be
the game.
playing next. Let's
Good to
get
know.
to those world premieres.
Oh, well, that would
For the
more
honor
explain.
of presenting
Okay.
our first
All right,
one,
here's a world premiere.
It's an incredible thrill to introduce a true Renaissance man. Please welcome Academy Award-winning actor and New York Times best-selling author, Matthew McConaughey.
Of course he's there.
How are we doing?
Not even a little bit surprised.
guys, I have a hot take. Ready for it? I'm sort of over McConaughey.
Now,
Thank
You
y'all
know?
for having me.
we'll decide after he talks.
Good to be here. What's up, everybody? Good to be here with you at the Game
This
Awards.
guy has no idea what he's doing or where he's at.
And I was going to come out and I was going to say the line that has preceded me all my career, all right, all right, all right. But they told me, they said, no, 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 don't do that. Come out and say, pew, pew, pew. All right, we'll see how that handled. I'm here tonight because I have a world premiere for you from Austin's own Archetype Entertainment. I'm also here tonight because the video game that I'm premiering is the first ever video game that I'm a part of. Yay.
Yay.
When the Archetype team first
He's
reached
so
out
likable.
to me, I was
Yeah, you're right.
excited
So
about
likable.
becoming a part of the gaming world. But what really turned me on was when they shared the game's vision and my role in it. I will be voicing a character.
Thought he was going to
in
say
this
Woody
game,
Harrelson.
And all I can say is that I will have a unique relationship with every player. In this game, time moves differently. Days for you are decades for your loved ones back home.
Interstellar game?
The choices that you make not only affect the people that you love, they'll also affect your entire civilization for generations to come. Now, personally, I have had some experience with time dilation.
All right.
And
I'm
now
back
you
on
can
board with
too.
McConaughey.
So now I'm proud to share the first ever look at Exodus.
You have my attention.
Max, we need to head back.
Hold on, I'm getting a reading.
Max!
Wait!
That's basically the beginning of Cliffhanger.
What she found that day.
The design is very much like
It would be our salvation.
the Expanse game.
To fight against the Celestials. Humanity's greatest enemy.
Alien vibes.
This is it.
Got a little Halo too.
Halo
They
vibes.
found us.
Tom, stay down.
The Celestials hunted us down.
Totally, Jason. I think in the new year I'm
They'd
gonna
keep chasing
I'll finish
us
that.
until they ripped our
for the
ship
channel.
apart. And I had to save her. I led them away from this world, away from her. We both knew the cost of using the gates. When you travel at light speed, time slows to a crawl. It was only days for me, but an entire lifetime passed for her. And in the chaos of those final moments, we never said goodbye.
No, come with me. Wait, please, Tom.
The CG portions look awesome.
Our service, our sacrifice, discovers worlds, seeds hope, breaks empires. We are the travelers.
I hear some gameplay. Okay. Shooter. Destiny.
Wonder if there's a first-person mode, or if you can choose like over the shoulder.
Okay.
That was interesting.
That is a very exciting project, giving me some Mass Effect vibes, and I appreciate the team sharing the first glimpse of gameplay at the end there. Looks great. All right, well, now we're going to go right on
What do you think McConaughey made
to
for that?
another world premiere.
Oh, right into another one. PlayStation.
PlayStation Studios first party? Could we be seeing maybe Wolverine?
Well, not a throne in the water. That looks like a Atlantis type deal.
What? DLC?
You are certain you remember nothing of this place.
Oh, nothing that would help us.
DLC.
Master thyself.
Tell me, brother, why exactly are we doing this?
I must face this.
No shame in what just happened. It's all part of the process. Let's go again.
Just so rad. Just enough. PlayStation. Yo, that's next week, y'all. I guess I gotta finish.
There's a very nice holiday surprise from PlayStation.
Scoop, Jeff.
Kratos and Mimir are headed to Valhalla in an adventure that blends God of War Ragnarok's combat with elements inspired by the roguelike genre for an emotional, unexpected, and fun new twist. And yes, as you saw, it is free. The team at Santa Monica Studio.
They had to put that in there too.
I
mean, everybody loves them so much. I need to be able to finish it. I don't want to die a ton of times.
You'll be able to download it in just 5 days on December 12th.
So it's a mode, it seems like, rather than a...
Amazing. All right, switching gears. Our next world premiere comes from a small independent team of developers in Australia. I love that this show can give a platform to independent creators. Their last game in 2019 was a sensation, and their next project is equally exciting and unexpected.
All right.
You notice that they have another
Untitled Goose Game.
They have another mic opened somewhere. Because you can hear an echo every time somebody's talking on stage. Goose Game is fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, there they are.
Where? Oh, I see them.
Let's go.
It's charming. Okay.
Yeah, not my thing. Not my thing, but not bad.
Super fun, right? I did a playtest of that game about a year ago and had so much fun.
We don't need commentary on everything, Jeff. Let's go.
To share it with you here at the show. All right, while you're watching TGA, head to TGASteamDeck.com right
invite
now.
if you keep making fun of
another
the
Steam
host.
Deck giveaway. This time
Yeah,
it's the
it's true.
brand new 1 terabyte Steam Deck OLED featuring an HDR OLED
Ooh.
display.
Oh, how do we get this?
Enter
Well, I
now
would like-
only
I
during
would
the
be
live
interested in
show
this.
at
TGA Steam Deck.
TGASteamDeck.com for a chance to win one of 100 OLEDs. All right, trust me, we
Wait, there's
are
so 100 people. There's
getting started, guys.
800,000
There are
people watching
so
it.
many
So your
game
chances
announcements,
of winning
awards,
are
and musical performances ahead, including the
one
old
in-
gods of Asgard.
Scheduled
from
maintenance.
Alan
It's
Wake
already
2.
crashed.
Just wait, it's amazing. We'll be right back.
1 in 100,000. I'm not entering.
Prince
Not
of
good
Persia?
enough.
Oh, I'm into this, baby.
I'm here to save a prince.
Are you now?
Prince Hassan has been kidnapped.
Take the lead, Sargon.
You are to leave for Mount Karth at once. Bring him back. Bring back my son.
I love the Sands of Times games back in the day. PlayStation 2
Yeah.
era, I think?
It's a maze here.
Maybe 3.
You know, this has a. You know what this looks like?
Yep. Love that game.
Help me out. Right after Odyssey,
Yep.
they went back to Greece, and it was more animated. Why can't it Phoenicia? Something Phoenix, Phoenicia. What was it called? Why am I blanking? I played the entire game.
Yep,
You seem
I loved it
stronger, but not strong enough to save a friend yet.
I can't believe I can't think of the
too.
name.
Phoenix
Wings
Immortals
of
Rising.
Are you
Immortals
courageous
Rising. That's it.
and clever enough to save your friend?
Yeah.
The
cool
very
game.
first Prince of Persia game had such a good feel. You know what I mean? Like the original on the computer.
Yep.
And I feel like they've always gone for different types of art styles. Like it's always been unique.
I like a cell shaded art style. Always have.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid, and like you want that cartoon to come to life. You know what I mean? There was a point-and-click adventure I played a long time ago called Toonstruck. Christopher Lloyd is in it. It's basically a Roger Rabbit. He's real, but everything else is animated. It's rad. Oh, give me a Lego game. Okay. It's gonna be a great trailer. Telltale Batman is excellent. Yes, Jason.
Yes. Unpopular take. Lego games peaked with Marvel Superheroes 2.
But if they're your jam, it's your jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've yet to really hit like a unique adventure, not based solely on IP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Apparently the Lego World game was okay, but again, they said nothing.
There was also one I played that was like you were a police officer, detective type guy. What was that called? Can't remember. It was pretty good.
Was that one of the worlds?
Something like
Lego Worlds?
Yeah. Now Lego Journey or Lego Builder Journey or something. That was pretty cool. You solve puzzles by building.
Yeah. That's a very different type of game. Well, not different, but it's not character-driven or story-driven. That really.
So this is Lego trying to get that sweet, sweet Minecraft money. Oh.
Fortnite.
Do you actually like fight like Fortnite, or you play?
Welcome, a former Game Award winner for.
It looked like a similar. I don't know.
Ninja Theories, Melina Juergens.
Thought it was Taylor Swift for a second.
Her tour made $4.1 billion. She don't need a video game.
Performing an original piece from our upcoming game, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, I'm proud to introduce to you to one of my favorite bands, Heilung.
Okay.
There's a band playing?
Yeah, performance from the game. Okay, let's put this in the comfortable background. What else? What else? All right, you've seen some games. Anything pop out and excite? The God of War was kind of, I was into it.
Well,
and then, you know what? When I finish the campaign, if I'm loving it, I'll give it a shot. It's free after all. Question is, do I go back to God of War now, or should I go? Man, I won't do that. I need to finish Jedi, and I need to play Cyberpunk. Oof. And maybe Pandora if Jason says it's good.
I think I might go right to Baldur's Gate after.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate.
I get those last 3 trophies in Spider-Man. All right, this is cool. I'll give it the costuming and everything's pretty amazing, but I don't know if I need this in my video game award show.
Oh, we're celebrating video games, and this is clearly going to lead into the Hellblade 2 trailer.
All right.
That dude's jacked. He's just gonna play the drums. Gung gung.
Now they should play with the audio like in the game, where you only hear it in your like left ear, right ear.
We played what Lego game did we play together? That was pretty fun. I think we did all the Jedis.
We did the.
That was Xbox 360 game days.
I think it was 360. It was. I think we played the prequels.
That was in your townhome.
Mm-hmm. I would always get confused in Lego games with when you hit the triangle to switch the characters. You know what I mean? Like I would always swap the characters when I was trying to build something or doing something else. Is that a marshmallow she's real?
It could be.
You know.
The kids, are there any video game stuff on the kids' Christmas list?
Bella is really just sitting in Sims still. You know what I mean? Like we got the latest pack.
Years.
She's all in. all in on Sims. She's also, like I said, she's also playing The Life is Strange, and there's a ton of, follow-up games for her to kind of embrace with that. I don't know if I want to. I'd like to find another play together game, but again, like I'm kind of like burnt on the Lego games, and I don't find those as fun to play couch co-op with the split screen. So,
well, she's at the age now. Oh yeah, where she could probably handle some more mature content.
Of fear
Yeah.
and fury.
And she's reading Stephen King after all.
Do you hear it? The heartbeat of the lost ones. I can feel them on my skin.
We just heard this song.
Each death, inked in blood. I won't stop fighting for them. Until the very last beat fades away. You want the truth? All the lives inside me tell me to let go.
A lot of angst and screaming, though. I will say that. I don't know how many hours I can handle just that.
my one comment here so far is I'm not seeing anything that looks different to me. Like,
no, I think they've pushed it so far. I don't know what else different you could really do. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe change the gameplay style or something.
I think fidelity is kind of their thing. I mean, the sound design is still exquisite.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What will I become?
It's almost like your dogs are part of the soundscape.
It becomes that after a while.
It's when you're there, it's not as noticeable, but on a live stream, it's noticeable.
I know. I tried to listen to my last podcast episode with Rick, and I'm like, oh my god, all I can hear is the dogs.
All right, what an amazing new look at the gameplay and world of Hellblade 2 coming in 2024 to Xbox, PC,
audio.
and Game Pass. Now to present our next award.
NVIDIA has a AI thing that like sucks out your background noise. I bet you it could be fairly effective.
It's Ed Boon.
That might be worth trying at some point because it's.
Are there people at your house? The freakouts seem like.
I don't know. Oh, I bet Danielle put crypto out. And they're barking at crypto.
Oh.
What is going on?
She pulled crypto out.
I knew it. She took crypto out.
In their drama, in their characters, and yes, sometimes in some weird stuff we can't explain. Here are the nominees.
Best narrative.
In a horror story, they're only
the narrative is good in this game, I will say.
Blackett blesses me this day. Together.
But Baldur's Gate, I mean, Jason says it's. But this is the DLC that supposedly is fantastic.
Can DLC be best narrative? Can DLC be its own game?
He's here on some.
I say yes.
He's not himself.
You want to join us?
Spider-Man was pretty awesome. Alan Wake, I think, has the edge here.
And the
It is
award
pretty
goes
great.
to
Just from what you've told me.
Alan Wake 2.
Because I don't think anyone there has actually finished Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, still going. Sam Lake, who is just everything about the game.
Thank you so much. Alan Wake 2, from the beginning, was a very story-focused project for us. I share this with the whole narrative team, the writers, Clay, Tyler, Sinikka, narrative designers who made the story into gameplay, Simone, Molly, the whole narrative team, directors working with actors, Anssi, Hannah, Rosie, Holly, all the wonderful actors. Here tonight, some of them, Melanie, Ilkka, Matt and David, but the whole cast, wonderful actors, and the song makers who made custom music.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool like music videos in it.
Extend the story. Here
That are part of the story or like background playing on media and stuff.
Different, kind of
this road,
little column A, little column
every
B.
song maker coming through Fright Music for our chapter songs. Thank you. We wanted to push things further, to do something new, and it's always a risk. For you to embrace it and understand it means so much. I'll treasure this always. Thank you.
I love that the get off stage music is like this sad symphony, and then they go right back to rock and roll.
Yep.
It is survival horror, Alan Wake. It's not. It's scary. That's the thing. I'm a baby when it comes to games, and it's almost a little too scary for me. The story's so great. It's kind of I wish Jen was here to play with me so that I could be less scared.
You'd be less scared. Yeah, understood.
We got a full commercial happening here.
Full commercial. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, like, how do you judge the full narrative of BG3? Like honestly, how many people have been able to finish it yet? Like, how many hours? There is no.
I'm sure you could probably like beeline it if you wanted to, and still be like in the 60-hour range or so. But
I said, come to this show, just show it to the audience and the fans first. So that's what we're going to do. We're honored to have her back at the Game Awards. Please give a warm welcome to Akumi Nakamura.
Akuni Matata. That's my only question is like, if there's 19,000 endings, are they satisfying? You know, that's my, but.
Hi, Ikumi Nakamura desu. Konnichiwa. Oh, I'm super excited
yeah, we can
be
tell.
on this stage again. Thank you. First,
Yo, look at that artwork behind. It's like three-dimensional.
I want to say thank you to the Anshin artist, Miteru. And you, thank you, all you.
She's literally speaking 3 languages.
Yeah.
I can barely speak 1.
Changing my life. Today, I am honored to introduce our first project, Kimberly.
Kimberly?
It's time to see the unseen.
See the unseen.
Bye-bye.
All right, love this person. Love that human being.
Yes. I would like her to come to all my parties and holidays. This looks cool. That's cool.
Yep. I'm getting like Cross the Spider-Verse vibes.
A little bit. Mori. It looks like a lot like that Disney Plus show that recently debuted. It's a whole mythology, not Marvel.
Thank you, Akumi. Now, tonight, it's not lost
Very
on me
similar.
that all of our Game of the Year nominees are from big, established franchises. And while we all love a big sequel, it's important to use a place like TGA to introduce you to brand new worlds, like what you just saw with Kamuri, and like this project.
Okay. Introduce me.
My sister fair, she sings like morning. My sister true, she laughs
Sea shanties.
like
Okay.
my sister cries, she drowned this evening but still visits by the light of the moon. We prayed for summer, we prayed for fall, to prosper, to love, to forgive, and our prayers came back like a little lost lamb, dying so that we
What's the gameplay?
I think we're not getting any of that yet.
Dude,
Huh?
Ori style. Yes, please. Ori's like the most beautiful game I ever played.
Can't argue that.
prayed for summer, we prayed for fall, for harvest, for mercy, for rain. And our prayers came back like a voice in the dark, unanswered, but not quite the same.
Guess what, folks? That might be the one for me. That might be the one I'm most excited about so far.
Parts I really liked.
That's No Rest for the Wicked, an action RPG from Moon Studios, and more information is coming March 1st, as you saw with the Wicked Inside Showcase. Tonight, during the Game Awards, viewers in the U.S. can enter to win one of 100 Lenovo Legion Go gaming handhelds, a Windows 11 gaming PC in your hand.
Now we're getting
Head to
rid of one of these. How do I get one of these?
TGALegion.com before the end of the show to enter for your chance to win. Here's a look at the Legion Go in action.
Oh, and here's a full commercial. All right, that one was cool. I was into that.
That one was pretty cool.
You know, we don't hear it anymore. What about like a throwback to like a Bloom art style, like what was that? Space Ace? What was the other one?
Oh, you mean yeah, Bluth, Don Bluth.
Don Bluth.
Yeah, Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, and Dragon's Lair 2.
And we got American Tail, although that wasn't a video game.
Yeah, Space Ace was my jam.
That's my lasting memory of arcades, was you playing Space Ace.
You had to play it. You essentially were playing on a giant laser disc, and it was one of the 50-cent games, not the 25-cent games.
I don't think essentially. I think literally you were playing a giant.
Well,
laser
literally,
disc.
yeah.
And then, but there was something about the arcade, right? Because once it came home, it was like, okay.
It's not the same.
I remember
the smell is different. The feel of the joystick.
Our cousin had memorized Dragon's Lair.
Yep. He had Space Ace too. He did both. He could beat both on the hard level, Space Ace level.
It was such a different thing where like there was now it's about an experience, whereas back then it was more literally just a learned activity you had to master to defeat. I guess that's why I used to call beating a game, right? You had to defeat it. You had to learn to be better at it to achieve the skills. Now here's the game Jason was talking about. Apparently this came out today. I just didn't love either movie, so.
What they do to the land, the RDA, that is death.
Entertaining. Game Informer. That's their blurb?
But they have made us warriors.
If you wrote a novel, Nick, and it came out, and like it was like readable.
Well, that's probably as good as my novel would be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Slightly passable.
This hits. Good day, you're just
yeah, man. Yeah, I guess so.
And no, thank you.
I am a bear.
Not a mobile gamer.
Border. I write decrees. You mix more.
I missed that boat.
I got an acre. You eat horse bread.
Bella and I actually played a little of that Disney Illusions game.
Right.
That was up for a family game. It really, it had, the idea was fantastic. You're basically, it was very similar to Infinity, Disney Infinity, but
really
it didn't do anything.
year for gaming.
Apparently, there's a
Time to talk about
Disney
some of the
kart race route
biggest
that's supposed to be
games.
pretty good.
It's a pleasure to welcome from the Muppets. That's right, the great Gonzo.
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 Thank you.
Hey, shoot him out of a cannon.
It's great to be here.
Gonzo's
Hello,
already
everybody.
more charismatic
Hey, buddy,
than Jeff
thanks
Keeley.
for coming. Looks like you're kind of wearing what I'm wearing.
Yeah, it's like looking in a mirror, isn't it?
Well, I really
Well,
don't
I
think.
don't think.
So, Gonzo, what have you been playing? Seriously, what have you been playing? Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Gonzo's buying everyone popcorn tonight.
Hey, wait a minute. All right, that was a good one. You got me. Well played, Jeff.
Yeah, well, thank you. Seriously, though, what have you been playing, Gonzo?
Well, lots and lots of Tears of the Kingdom. What an incredible game. You know that one mission where you follow the cuckoo up a hill? I lost track of how many days I spent doing that. The objective is really, just follow the chicken. You don't have to ask me twice.
That's right, you do love your chicken. So I get that was your favorite part. What did you think of the ending?
Oh, I never get past that cuckoo mission. I keep restarting to see if I can get a slower time.
All right, well, any other great gaming highlights this year for you, Gonzo?
Are you kidding? Actually, if you have the time. Hey, you guys got a minute? I'd like to show you how many of this year's greatest games all revolve around one central theme. Check this out.
Got the case board. Yeah, that's quite
They're
a
really
conspiracy
committing to the
you've
bit here.
uncovered.
I know. You probably think I'm obsessed with chickens, and I can't appreciate video games beyond this one very specific interest.
I mean, yeah, I think we're all thinking that.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think, Zelda? Yes! Let's do this IRL! Come on!
Oh boy.
Unbelievable. All right, here are the nominees for Best Debut
I'm just
Indie Game.
All right, here we go. Here's the controversy, y'all.
Best debut indie game.
All right.
Oh, I love this game. I love this game. I'm loving this game. Oh, Dredge. Dredge was good. Haven't played Pizza Tower. Oh, Viewfinder was rad too. It's real trippy. Okay. Of those games, I gotta go Cocoon.
Free as a cuckoo. Yeah!
All of them very
Cocoon
good.
was first, right?
Yeah.
All right, the great Gonzo.
Gonna be
Thank you,
Cocoon.
Gonzo.
Dredge was
Now
is
the
pretty
task at
creepy
hand.
too.
The Game Award goes to Cocoon.
Cocoon's just very. Is that a dog or a cat with you?
That's Benji. He's a dog.
The controls are so satisfying. The sound design so satisfying. The world was so alien. The puzzles are really unique. Really love this game.
So much. The team from Geometric couldn't
Doesn't
make it out
overstay its
tonight,
welcome.
but they wanted us to pass along their thanks for everyone who played and voted for Cocoon. And to Yeppe, Mads, and Jakob, and everyone at the team at Geometric, thank you so much for being such a wonderful partner on this game. Thank you.
I don't think in the major categories we've been stumped yet. Oh, they just said no soup for
The
you.
Geometric team also wanted to thank they were honored to be nominated with all the awesome studios in this category. We can't wait to see what you guys do next. Thank you.
She's very
Good
chill.
comment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rad shoes.
Later tonight, we'll announce
They were smoking the
best mobile
marijuana
game of 2023.
before the
but
show.
which title are you most excited to see go mobile in 2024? Google Play will be awarding the most anticipated
That means the
title
entire
with
audience
their
is just
Play
looking
More
at her
award on
ass right
Twitch.
now.
So head on over to Twitch to lock your vote. And now it's time for our next world premiere.
Okay, kids, here we go.
Yo, yo. Did you save the game?
Really? Of course I did.
Shinobi?
Let me reintroduce it.
Is like Sega games remastered? That's Golden Axe.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Crazy Taxi. Altered Beast.
These are
Streets of
remakes.
Rage.
Yeah. Great idea.
I will play a remake of Golden Axe and Shinobi.
I love Shinobi.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Hard
Now,
as hell.
Typically, a world premiere reveals one game, but leave it to Sega to announce 5 new games
That's
in
cool.
one trailer. So many memories for all of us. All of those are first of the many brand new games in development and set for release over the next several years. Thanks to Sega for that truly incredible announcement. All right, well, this next trailer might be something Dragon Ball fans have been waiting to hear about for a while. Here we go.
Never been a Dragon Ball guy, but I know people who are absolutely obsessed with it.
Yeah, the crowd was into it.
Tremble before my power! I'll show you the horrors
Jason's
of
Jason's nephew's in on it, Nick. Then we're good.
What's that?
Jason's nephew's a Dragon Ball kid, so we're
Plenty of kids, yeah. A lot of the kids at school love Dragon Ball.
I love the anime is hot. Love it.
It's real big.
Speaking of, we could use another Ghibli joint, another Studio Ghibli. Like, what was that? What were those games called? The first one was really good. I didn't love the second one, but that's okay.
I'm still struggling to remember the title of the Disney show. It was based on a manga novel, or like like
The Impossible, or
no, it was like he was a tiger, and turned out to be it was the whole.
Ooh,
it was really,
Supermassive. Hold on. We wanted to see what Supermassive was up to.
It's too dangerous.
Great song.
Yeah, you need a needle drop.
Telling myself I won't go there. Oh, but I know that I won't care. Trying to wash away all the blood I've spilled.
Good vibes, man. Loving the vibes.
This loss is a burden that we both share. Two sinners can atone from a lone prayer. Souls tied, intertwined by pride and guilt.
It's like a Left 4 Dead type, or
Well, Dead by Daylight was their last game. There, you know.
Distance from the way that I've been living, but I know I can't resist it.
At the same time.
And all of our sins from the daylight, running from the daylight, from the daylight, running from the
daylight.
the casting of Frank Stone. Cinematic horror experience from the okay.
All right.
2024 drop. I'll take it.
Wish list.
That's
I wish I
right,
could get
two
into
huge
Dead by
names in the
Daylight
horror
because
genre, Dead
every
by
horror
Daylight
movie
and
villain ever is in those
Supermassive
games
are
now.
coming together for a brand new single-player experience, the casting of Frank Stone. Now, tonight we're showing you lots of new worlds, but now it's time to return to a world we haven't seen in quite some time.
Raymond? No. Fable? Sailor Moon? Can we?
Little Prince? Saint Exupéry?
Uphold this legacy now and for always?
She hurting the things that are real cute.
Cute peeps? Come on.
That's got some Xenoblade vibes. Monster Hunter vibes.
Alan Wake 3. Just going a different way entirely.
We're taking a different direction entirely.
Visions of Mana.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nah.
That's for somebody.
Oh, definitely.
Just there's definitely an open mic channel on. I can hear the guy. I can hear a security guard helping people sit down.
It is said that time marches to the beat of a drum.
Captured on PS5.
A fleeting moment can feel like a lifetime for those caught in its deadly rhythm.
Could it be?
And a lifetime can pass in the blink of an eye for anyone embracing its bitter end.
Different.
The only thing we know for sure is that time marches forward.
Even if we are apart, still we are one.
Without hesitation.
Oh, that's cool.
Without remorse.
It looks a little more open world.
If the drum drives the rhythm, then the river directs the flow.
Let's do this.
Co-op?
That would be different.
Okay.
How many mountains must you move to alter the river?
Superflex.
Let us not forget the pain of Master Shoin and the countless others who have suffered. As the smoke rises, so shall we.
Ronin. All right.
Co-op would be rad.
Rumor is, a village will sacrifice their partner for duty. So which
There
of
is
you
definitely a
will do
Ghost of
the deed?
Tsushima sequel they're working on. This is clearly not it, but ooh, that's soon.
I feel like it would be helpful to know if that's going to be
That's
two-player.
Rise of the Ronin coming to PlayStation in 2024. And now it is time to announce winners in a number of other categories.
Oh, we're
Here are
rapid-firing.
the nominees for Best Action Game. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
Action. Let's
Dead
go
Island
Ghost Runner.
2,
I'm gonna go
Ghost Runner 2,
Hi-Fi
Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. And the Game Award
Jason
goes
got
to
He's going to move quick.
Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. Congratulations,
Everybody's wrong.
Here
Oh,
are
he
the
got it.
nominees
Jason
for
got it.
Best Art
Oh,
Direction.
he got it?
Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P,
Art
Super Mario
direction.
Brothers Wonder,
I'm gonna go Super
and
Mario.
The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
Alan Wake 2.
And the Game Award goes to Alan Wake 2. Congrats, Remedy. Here are the nominees for Best VR AR.
Gran Turismo 7.
Turismo 7, Humanity,
probably, but I'll go
Horizon
Resident
Call of
Evil.
the Mountain, Resident Evil Village VR mode, and Synapse. And the Game Award goes to Resident Evil Village VR mode.
Oh, and Super Deadly
Congratulations to
Brothers just
Capcom.
killing it. They don't
Now
play
the
anything.
nominees
but-
for Best Mobile Game. Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis.
Ooh, Monster Hunter
Honkai
Now.
Star Rail.
Monster
Hello
Hunter.
Kitty
But Terra
Island
Nil.
Adventure.
Oh, kids are playing that
Monster
one.
Hunter Now and Terra
I'll go Monster
Nil.
Hunter.
And the Game
I think it's
Award
Terra Nil,
goes to Honkai Star Rail.
Never even heard of it.
Toyoverse. All right, we have much more Game Awards to come, including the first ever performance by the Old Gods of Asgard from Alan Wake 2, and some of our biggest game announcements are still to come. But right now, we'd like you to meet one of tonight's nominees for Best Debut Indie Game, who is also part of the newly inducted Future Class presented by Old Spice.
We got that Old Spice.
Everyone needs some deodorant.
All right, should we stagger? Should we stagger some bathroom breaks in? What do you think?
That's probably a good idea. At some point, I just need to refill my soda.
All right, why don't you go first?
Danielle, what's... Okay, I'll do that first.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute your ass. Although the dogs have now, you're gonna fire them back up.
I'll go easy.
Cooking game that tells the story of an Indian mother who moves to Canada in the late 1980s.
All right, so I gotta say, I'm glad we did this. This has been fun. I love hanging out. I wish we would live stream more, to be honest. It's just we don't have. My partner Keith is often very much. He loves things to be very plotted out, beginning, middle, end. Which I understand. He's a writer, but I keep telling him that live streams are all about vibes, man. It's about hanging out. I mean, he is missing out on the. I don't know if for some reason you pass by this video and you're not aware, we do a lot of Star Trek content on the channel. I'm watching every episode of Deep Space Nine in real time, week to week. And you can join in on that behind a paywall of only $1 over at patreon.com/KNM. But then every week here on our YouTube channel, if you want to give it a subscribe, we review every episode of Deep Space Nine. We also look at custom Star Trek toys and all kinds of other fun stuff. So welcome. I'm guessing, yeah, I don't think we have the kind of subscription base to have a lot of live viewers passing through. They're going to be watching any of the big gaming channels. But on replay, hopefully, maybe we'll get some traction. And even if a few eyes pop in. I was hoping that some more of our subscribers will pop in tonight, but I know video games are a tough sell for busy adults. But our good friend Jason Moe is in the chat, so happy to have Jason here. I'm always happy to hang out with my brother. Usually it's watching wrestling, but I was able to con him in to come in to watch this as well. Even the commercials. Although, I thought that guy was. I thought my stream got hacked and some dude was just over on the side. I have been liking doing some streaming. I was streaming game demos for a while, but we had so many shows. It was hard to keep up with, but I'm going to get back to doing that because that's fun. And I got to finish up my series of doing the Telltale series, The Expanse. I really loved Chapter 1, and I know that the game is fully out now, so that is going to happen. Coming up. All right. What else? I could do without the commercials, but I guess that's the whole point here. Have I heard of an indie game called Lake? It's worth a look. Super boring and pedestrian, but oddly addictive. Okay, put it on my list.
To the Game Awards, and are you ready? It is time to get a world premiere from one of our industry's greatest creators. He's been a huge supporter of the Game Awards since the very beginning back in 2014. And tonight, I am so honored to share this latest update with you on his upcoming project. Here we go.
Kojima, 100%. Keeley loves his. Yep.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started bending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started bending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaurs ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started bending and quacking.
This is the new Kojima game. So that's clearly just a tech demo, but...
And screamers.
Okay, I think that tech was insane. That was photoreal, man. I haven't seen a game that or a trailer of that photoreal since. Did you play where you're the androids, Detroit become human. Oh, Kojima's here,
Please
baby.
welcome the visionary game developer behind OD, Mr. Hideo Kojima!
I really just want to see, like, Keeley and Kojima make out. Look
Wait, you mean him or the host, the girl?
No, him. He's
Welcome,
like,
Mr. Kojima,
he's like,
back to the Game Awards.
they basically have a romance going.
Thank you, Jeff. 10回目となる記念すべきこの TGA で、新作のゲーム OD。
Yeah, she was great in that D&D movie. That D&D movie is really good, actually.
Dude, it was awesome. It was one of the best movies of last summer. It was funny.
I love a Chris Pine. You can't go wrong with Pine.
Can't go wrong. And they had so many call-outs, you know what I mean? Like
Game Awards. Really happy to show the new title, OD. And this title will feature main role Sophia Lillis, Hunter Schafer, and Udo Kier.
I think we all want to know more, of course. What kind of game are you making, Mr. Kojima?
僕はその誰もがやったこともないような
goddamn business,
斬新なことに挑戦することを非常に大好きなんですけども
One that will make billions of dollars.
Xbox ゲームスタジオ
His
の
last game, you just
力を
walked
借
around,
り
man.
まして
Just walk, bring
彼
that
らのク
package
ラウ
over
ド技
there.
術を使って、全く新しい、ユニークで尖ったゲームっていうのを今作っています。で今までないものなんで、言葉で説明はしにくいんですけど
Even Danielle liked Dungeons
これ
and
もちろん
Dragons.
ゲームです。
That's my wife.
Yeah, Jen too.
遊んで
Jen loved it too.
楽しめるゲームなんですけ
Wife
ど
That's saying something.
ある種映画でもあってさらに、新しいメディアになるかもしれないという可能性を秘めたものです。
So I'd really like to always challenge new things.
Nick, get this.
groundbreaking
Jason,
things,
who's
and
joining
that's
us in the
my
chat,
kind of rule.
wrote me
But
recently.
this one,
He's sending a Christmas present out.
with,
That's
help
talk about
of
stand-up dude.
Xbox Game Studios and using their
You know, you bring a lot of
cloud
joy to
gaming
people's
technology.
lives.
I'm kind of
Also,
putting this together, but
here's
it's really to make
plug for
immersive and
my
also
favorite
something
snack,
that no one has seen.
Popcorners.
Is what I'm trying to do, and it is a game. Don't get me wrong, but it's at the same time a movie, but at the same time a new form of media.
Oh boy, it's a game, but a movie,
Well, we
but a game.
can't wait to learn more about what
Hey.
you're working on. Oh, wait.
We're about to.
Is there somebody else at the door?
It's probably her, right?
Hubert.
Oh, someone's gonna rap?
Everyone,
Hello,
please
Cool J.
welcome Jordan Peele to the Kojima-verse.
Okay. Even better, Jordan Peele.
Subverting expectations. I love that you thought it was
I thought it was LL Cool J.
The red jacket. I guess he's
He
in the
also
game.
looked big at first.
How's it going?
Or did he direct it, maybe?
Oh my God, Jordan, welcome to the Game Awards. What a fun surprise. I know
That would be
you're
awesome.
a big fan of Hideo's games, right?
A huge fan of Hideo. This man is an icon. And I can say from the first moment I played Metal Gear Solid 2, I knew I was experiencing the work of an artist whose craft just hits different. And he's been an inspiration to me, and the opportunity to collaborate with him
Jordan Peele,
is
man.
truly incredible.
Imagine just being in a
In my
comedy duo
films,
and then just
I'm always trying
completely
to
leapfrogging into a
maximize
whole
the
different
immersion.
vertical.
Put the audience into the main character's
amazing.
shoes. Hideo is the master of this. And he does it on a whole nubba
I agree with that.
level. And what he's cooking up here is
I'm gonna
completely
go back and play that
immersive,
last Metal Gear
utterly
that he did.
terrifying, and I am absolutely honored to be collaborating with the GOAT. Let's go!
Well done. That fired me
Two
up,
goats
actually. Jordan
working
Peele
together.
approved.
Hideo, I want to ask you, how are you collaborating with Jordan? Tell us about it.
ジョーダンは天才と評価される数少ないクリエイターの一人で、僕はもう彼の大ファンだったんです
6 degrees of Penn State
で
with
お
Jordan.
会いして非常に気が合うので、もう最初に会った時から、昔からの知り合いみたいな、幼なじみみたいな感じで。
Obviously,
で
yeah.
僕は映画を見て育ってゲームを作っています。で、ジョーダンは、ゲームを、遊びながら育って映画を作ってるんで、この2人が一緒にコラボするの非常に面白いかなというので、ジョーダンと一緒にものを作り出しま
He's
し
an
た。
amazing director. He's a visionary. He's going to help us take this
Genius,
to
and
this
I've
new
been a big
world.
fan of him. And when I met him, I felt like we were friends from the past. We get on very well. We like things that we both like, and we're really happy, and we wanted to collaborate something. And this time, well, Jordan, I grew up watching movies, and I'm a game creator now. Jordan grew up playing games, and he's a movie director now. So this two collaboration will be really awesome. So that's why I wanted to do something together with Jordan.
あとですね、
Yes.
I mean, take my money.
まあこのプロジェクトは、ジョーダンだけではなくて、まあ多くの、クリエイティブサポーターとかまあ人たちと、まあ参加が予定されてます。でそれぞれの恐怖っていうのの焦点を当ててもらってストーリーテリングしてもらうということです。でここではそのメンバーを紹介できませんけども、非常に
I haven't watched that one yet. No.
というか巨匠たちの
I don't understand. There was a lot of I don't want to say hate, but not as much love as the past two. I thought it was really good.
What I could say right now is that I'm kind of it's not just Jordan. I have other creative collaborative partners with me on board on this project. I can't really say who they are right now, but I tell you, they are the legends, and they're going to be amazing. And I actually call them the Avengers.
Well, the door's closed for now, so no more special guests, but it's going to be amazing.
I just want to stress that what this man is building here is unlike any other game. It is going to be crazy. That's it.
We cannot wait to learn more. Hideo Kojima, Jordan Peele, thank you so much, guys. All right, it's time for another game announcement. This one's 65 million years in the making.
What do we got?
I own an island.
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic.
Never enough Jurassic Park. Come on.
Really spectacular, spared no expense. For this place, I wanted to show them something that wasn't an illusion. Something that was real.
Can anyone hear me? This is Dr. Maya Joshi. I've been left behind on Isla Nublar.
Isn't this the plot of every Jurassic Park movie?
Yes. I think this is the Jurassic Park movie, right? Or is that just an homage?
No. This scene was with the little kid.
Right.
Remember? In the original?
Yep. Yeah, maybe you're the dinosaur. Or something.
Is anyone there?
It's also not
in game. All it needs is a shaving cream can. Yeah, like, what's the game? Tyrannosaurus time.
Yeah, it's all the beats from the movie, so what? Yeah, they're about to flip the script.
Nope.
I think it's going to be one of those like 3-1 kind of games, you know?
Please welcome Grammy Award-winning producer
3v1.
Zed.
Zed, come on, Zed.
No, thank you to that Jurassic Park game.
Hello, everybody.
Nothing.
I'm honored to be here tonight to present the award for Best Audio Design. Sound is an often overlooked but crucial aspect of game development. It's what brings games to life, creating the immersive worlds we love to explore. It's
so Alan Wake's got to win this one, right?
In a forest, the echoes inside an abandoned spacecraft, or the satisfying sound of shooting a web.
Ooh, or the one you used to like,
incredible examples of audio
where you
design
saw the aliens in pieces.
Talented sound designers have pushed the boundaries of what's possible.
Dead Space.
I don't know if a remake. Well, we'll see.
I think it's up for it.
Design.
Audio design was cool in this game, for sure. I didn't play the remake. Here you go, Hi-Fi Rush, man. That thwip was satisfying.
Yeah. I think I gotta go Alan Wake.
And the Game Award goes to Hi-Fi Rush.
Needed a win there. That game is very fun. It's just...
I don't get into those games. It's just not my thing.
Thank you so much. 信じられません。このような素晴らしい賞をいただきありがとうございます。制作チーム一丸となって取り組んだ成果を評価していただけたことを大変嬉しく思います。制作をサポートしてくださった皆様、また作品を応援していただいた皆様に心より感謝いたします。本当にありがとうございます。
Good to know.
Just a quick translation. Thank you for this amazing award. It's so glad that the work that the team has done together has achieved has been recognized here. Thank you to everyone who supported this project. And from myself, thank you to our family, friends, partners, pets. Thank you everyone at Bethesda, ZeniMax, Microsoft, and all the players out there for
That was one of those games that
going
they
with this
announced and
ridiculous
dropped it right away.
project.
It wasn't like...
And most of all, to the team at Tango for taking
months
such
and months,
a wild
years
idea
of...
and making it a reality. Thank you so much.
I like that they let him speak in his native language, you know what I mean? And then give a little translation afterwards. It is very respectful, this show, I'll give it that.
If you haven't already, check out the Game Awards Island in Fortnite. It's been updated with new trophies tonight to collect. Fortnite is expanding into a full-on platform with tons of new experiences beyond Battle Royale. Earlier today, Lego Fortnite launched, and on Saturday, the Music
Lego
Game
Fortnite
Jason had mentioned.
Festival.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, though, the team at Psyonix behind Rocket League delivers Rocket Racing. Here's your first look.
I'm interested in this.
Oh, this is big.
This is in
Potentially big.
It's in Fortnite. The driving in Rocket League is very satisfying.
Yes. More importantly, though, tons of esports leagues still play Rocket League. So this could be...
I'm just interested how it's going to work inside of Fortnite. Like, is it just a separate mode? Is it a separate game just in the Fortnite front end?
Well, I'm guessing there's a hub now in Fortnite where you can go to like Lego or regular Fortnite, Battle Royale, or now this.
I need more like actual gameplay and less this.
The design is all very Rocket League.
And Fortnite, right?
Oh yeah, and Fortnite.
None of that seemed to be in-game.
Yeah. Unreal Engine.
Some options include purchase.
Their minds yearn to ascend, yet fame still holds sway.
80s too?
Their glory fades through time in tombs of somber gray. You too want to be an immortal?
Master, are there more good folks in the world or bad?
More good, of course.
Then why is there always suffering? And why do the bad folks always win?
Because goodness without teeth punishes not. It only foments evil. Cleanse the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
I
the keeper of the New West. Welcome, the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for? Those old rascals, they surely know.
I'm not sure what's happening here.
Is my kind destined for extermination?
You're driven by greed, not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies your superiority?
That's a cool dragon.
Okay.
It got me towards the end there.
Oh, sweet
Oh wait, yeah, I'd heard about this. The first couple trailers were really cool.
There were a lot of different vibes in there.
Yep.
What's the one? Shadow of the Colossus. That little bit of that.
Yeah. Jason's right. It's either gonna be great or
Green Lantern.
Time out.
Flash. Superman. Your friends are slaughtering the people.
Oh, this is Justice League kills the
Suicide Squad.
Suicide kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is in people's hands already.
My Justice League will burn this Earth down.
Either a beta or review copies. Not sure.
How do I stop this?
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
We can work with that.
They put this all back in the drawing board and kind of like revamped it.
You think you're a team now?
You think you can stop us?
Thought you'd never ask.
Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews, chicks and dudes, so you think it's really kicking too.
He's the fastest man alive, according to all these girlfriends.
Feeling bad, I got sunshine in a bag.
Haven't heard this song, Gorillaz, in a while. I wonder what the new release date is here for this.
So, what's the plan?
Time for us bad guys to save the world.
I want to be into it. I want to be into it.
Come on.
February. Okay. Was supposed to come out
Suicide Squad,
beginning of the summer, right?
Rebecca and Megan from Digital Extremes up in Canada to talk about all things Warframe. We've got a special Warframe Twitch drop tonight for those of you watching on Twitch. But I understand you've also got some other news.
Yeah, Justice League's here soon, man.
Next expansion, right?
Yeah, we do. You know, it's been 10 years for Warframe, so 10 years for you. We assumed we'd get a seniors discount of some time, just because our game is probably the oldest game here.
Did you ever finish the last of the Arkhams? Not the one where you were in the Batmobile a bunch?
No. In fact, I didn't. I struggled with the first Arkham just because I wasn't used to that style of gameplay. Really enjoyed the second one, and for whatever reason, I think it's, again, we keep talking like time of life and what's happening in the world. I think when that one came out, I just wasn't in a place to get into the game the way I would have wanted to. Which why I was kind of excited about this one, just kind of expanding and being a little lighter, not as dark. But I'm not sure that is it the Justice League in the Injustice world?
To be honest, I know very little about it. I'll say that Arkham Asylum is one of my favorite games. I loved that game when it came out.
You absolutely raved about it.
It took a mythos I loved and it trapped him. It felt very claustrophobic. This is the one, this Arkham City, when we were out in the open world, lost a little bit for me. It was cool seeing the city and flying around, but it couldn't do both, right? It was always nighttime and it was a little big, and I just liked Arkham Asylum's very character focused, feeling trapped, and Batman's got to sneak around and he's underpowered. That was kind of the fun of that one.
Right.
Even if the boss battles were a little meh. Arkham City was great, and Arkham Knight I think was the third one. I just the Batmobile stuff didn't bother me, but it just didn't click. And then I played the sort of prequel one that they had farmed out to a different development team. That one was okay, if a little rote. And yeah, that's about all I've done with the Arkhams. This one, I don't know. I want to be into it, but so many people have taken that system and kind of perfected it now that I want to know what they're going to bring to the table here.
And well, yeah, I mean, I think the Spider-Man game is a perfect example of what Arkham City probably should have been. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just come out of the stealth idea of Arkham Asylum and build it into the city. It's a different approach for Batman for the most part, and it's
interesting
much prefer...
for me. One of my weird gaming quirks is that I don't love being different characters. I sort of want to be one character.
Nope, there's lots coming, but while you're here, head to supergameawards.com.
Yeah, but I think Spider-Man 2 worked for me because I'm totally bought into Miles Morales and Peter Parker in that particular universe. You're saying that didn't work for you?
Say that again. I'm sorry, I got distracted here.
Is this a Mario Kart thing?
Could be.
Or is it Mario Wonder commercial?
No, it's for the theme park.
Oh, yeah, I'm never going there. Although, I don't know. I kind of want to. Anyway, my question was, in the Insomniac universe, I'm bought into both Miles and Peter Parker. Not from the other stories, from that story, like from the way they've built those characters there. You're saying you don't like multiple characters, but did that work for you, or did it not work for you?
It did, mostly because for the most part, it swapped for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, during the main campaign.
Yeah, so I was playing two different stories, really, and every once in a while they would, and they each had their own different missions to do. Other than that, it didn't. Even Grand Theft Auto kind of works because each of them has different missions to do. I just don't like.
Right.
And maybe that's what this game will do, but it does feel like you can. Or if you're a party and you can swap between them, maybe, and they each have different missions, it should be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, each of those characters in the Suicide Squad should have the style should be very different from a play perspective. King Shark and Deadshot are two totally different play styles. Should be, like that. He's your bruiser, your melee guy, right? And then your tank. Deadshot's your your archer or your weapons guy.
Ranged, yeah. Yeah, Jason brings up a good point. He's saying that like the wingsuit in Spider-Man is really a proof of concept for like a good Superman game, which we've never had. That Super Nintendo one was okay, but
to the living, death to the dead. We sworn to protect.
Jason, I would say same problem that they've always had with the Superman games is how do you make Superman not boring in regards to how overpowered he is? You know what I mean? Like, how do you make that playable in a world where there's a threat to him? Even though I would say in Spider-Man 2, even like it's a comic book game, but there were points where I was kind of like, man, we're stretching a little bit of credulity in terms of Miles's mom being okay with him going in these situations where he could easily die.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can do this.
Honor your oath.
Just like they destroy New York so often in that game.
But don't leave me like
Young Soups, yeah, Smallville game.
There you go. Something like that would be. I would be into a Smallville game.
I was just reading that I was looking forward
to he's discovering his powers. Oh, there's a lot of. Yep.
The remake of. Oh my goodness, what was that? What was that RPG of Star Wars we used to love? Knights of the Old Republic got canceled.
What is your emergency?
I'm actually kind of glad about that because that means it wasn't going to be what it should have been.
Yeah, fair.
Suspect down. Right down.
Jason, were you a fan of Smallville, the actual TV show on the CW? We used to have watch parties every week for Smallville through the first 7 seasons, maybe. Still one of my favorite finales from a superheroes TV show.
I know that we gotta make money, right, to pay for the Game Awards, but come on, commercial? Like, this has gone on 10-minute commercials, right? Of just like game commercials. If you're gonna have world premieres and drops, do that, but like these commercials, come on. I guess that's how you fund the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm totally cool with that, but I want to see more gameplay in these commercials. Like, you're not gonna hook me with all cutscene footage. Yeah. You need to show me what I'm doing.
Warzone Mobile, Little Nightmares, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six are just some of the big titles coming to mobile in 2024. Head to the Game Awards on Twitch to vote for which title you want to win Google Play's own Play More Award. Now, please welcome last year's winner of Games for Impact for the game As Dusk Falls, which is coming to PlayStation on March 7th and is available for pre-order tonight. Creative Director Caroline
In response to Jason's take on Smallville, I thought the CGI in the finale was pretty spectacular. Like, they upped the budget for the finale for Smallville for sure.
Winning last year was definitely
As Dusk Falls was really cool game. Really cool game.
Games for Impact.
Very much like a choose your own adventure type of animated comic book type game. Loved it.
The games nominated this year offer unique
Game
and
Pass
nuanced perspectives
available.
on topics that concern us all, from the climate crisis to cultural diversity. They broaden our horizons, foster empathy, and connect us as humans. In a world torn apart by divisions and intolerance, this is one of the most essential powers of our medium. Here are the outstanding nominees.
Okay, here we go.
Games for Impact. Legend says a traveler will reunite the people.
Don't know it, don't know it.
That's
the theme. Using this year to
Don't know it.
Make an impact.
That looks cool though, Volcano High. Oh, I like this
I don't know
game.
any of these.
Chia, I liked it.
Then I'm picking Chia.
Yeah. I liked it. I didn't love it, but it was cool for like to take a walk around the island.
To Chia.
Shuhei.
All right. So we called that one.
Is it Shuhei? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Thank you. I accept this award on behalf of developer ourselves, who cannot be here, but I got a message from Phil Clifford.
I thought it was Shuhei. Shuhei used to be our Nintendo guy.
I'd like to thank
or
ourselves family for your trust and unbelievable talent. Kepler and Sony for believing in this crazy project. And the entire population of New Caledonia, who championed and embraced cheer all along. Thank you, merci, Oleti.
Once again, these people's ability to speak multiple languages astounds me.
The cruise director of my last cruise spoke 8 languages, and he could do it in rapid fire. He was like, "Good morning, blah, 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 blah." Oh, hey, man.
It's impressive.
I'm Abubakar Salim. I'm mainly known for my acting work in Raised by Wolves and Assassin's Creed Origins.
Is that Bayek?
But that is not why I'm here. Oh, okay. Sorry, no, this is crazy, man. I mean, I remember watching the Game Awards when I was younger, so being up here now is like...
What, 10 years ago? I guess he was a child then. Reggie!
Look, I've loved games all my life. I played them all my life, man, from Kingdom Hearts, Gary's Mod, Golden Sun. And it started with my dad, right? He got me into them. He understood, that games are an art form. It's a great space to enjoy and escape from the reality of the world. And he passed away a while back, and I'll tell you what, I'm still figuring it out. But 4 years ago, I decided that I needed to try and process my grief in a way that felt true to me and him. So I took the biggest risks of my life, and threw everything that I had in making a game, a piece of art that honored him, an ode to the people we have loved and lost.
So here's the zombie shooter I made.
The reason I'm here tonight is because with the love and support of a lot of people here, I'm gonna take another big risk, and I'm gonna show you what we've been building. I'm gonna offer you this game, a game from my old man. I hope you like it.
Oh God, I hope it's good. That's a great intro.
It was.
Every story begins at the end of another. Each story carries with it the echoes of those that came before. My Baba, My father, your story was snatched away too soon. My name is Zhao, a shaman of Kenzera. Here, I seek my father's return.
Metroidvania. Cool art style. Awesome animation. Cool powers.
Little Ori and Dead Cells too, right?
Yeah. .5D.
I cannot stop. I will not stop. Kalunga, god of death, hear my plea. Kalunga, god of death, come to me. Show me you are ready.
Okay, I'll play that. That's gonna be a game passer, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Cool. Oh, I love them. They're funny. Yeah!
All right.
It lets me be my inner angsty teen. Stand By Me vibes?
From Stranger Things.
It's been 27
Oh, hey, Jen's
years
in the
now.
chat. Hey, Jen.
Why now? Because we made a promise.
Bloomin' Ridge. Man.
That was Lost Records, a brand new world from the development team behind Life is Strange. Now we have a world premiere new look at a game based on an ongoing franchise of 18 years with over 850 million users worldwide. This entirely in-engine trailer shows off the blend between cartoon 3D graphics with hardcore action. This is the first Berserker.
Okay.
Better than the
This
second
could
Berserker.
be interesting.
Why is that? What's the Berserker?
Well, what he described.
I found
This is all in game.
trampled by the one you trusted. Abandoned from your king. You thought you were a hero. Now, you are just one of us.
This is no ordinary ghost. You'll have to risk your life.
This looks like the, that's cool.
Looks like a lot of things, right?
Yeah. Fire effects are rad.
It's definitely got some Darksiders in it.
Oh yeah, well you loved
with
that. That was a big jam for you.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry. Dark Souls. The first Berserker, Kazan.
Interesting. Jason mentioned a
Looks good, right? All right, now it's
the
time
HBO
for
Max
our
show,
first
My Adventures with
performance by the
Superman.
Game Awards
Best
Orchestra.
animated Superman show since
This
Superman
one,
the
though,
animated
is a little
series.
bit of a twist. They're about
The
to
first
play
performance
music
of the
from an
Game
upcoming
Awards
game
Orchestra is coming
that no one
2
has
hours
heard
into the
yet.
stream.
You might call it one of those world premieres, and this is a special one. It's written by one of the greatest video game composers of all time, the legendary Nobuo Uematsu. Here is the Game Awards Orchestra, led by Lauren Balfe, with lead vocals from Lauren Allred, debuting the theme song from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Enjoy.
Okay. We're gonna get
Our
trailer during
viewership
this?
just doubled. friends here. Fate. I'll sing this one. I won't say that it was destiny.
All right, well, let's do this, because...
I am going to make a machine gun arm and shoot my Vulcan machine gun at this guy with bells on his beard.
Did you play Final Fantasy VII back in the day?
I did not know. I love the art style, and I like the mashup of what they do in the games, but there's no way I could make... It's just too zonkers for me. I can't.
Yeah, I loved it back on PlayStation 1. It was my first big PlayStation 1 game. I remember being in my bedroom back where we grew up and getting that PlayStation and playing Final Fantasy VII. It had 4 discs, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds about right, yeah. And I love that they stay committed to their story throughout their different games, but it's somewhat inaccessible.
Yeah. It's just it's just so behemoth now. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah. What was Jen's thoughts on Final Fantasy? Any of them actually?
I'm not sure. Jen? She was a Final Fantasy player. I mean, this lady's going for it.
Okay, Jason has to go. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight,
thanks,
Jason.
Jay. She got some hair on her head. She got some hair in her ear. I mean, she got. Oh, look, they're wearing the same dress.
Mm-hmm. Just like in Sensua, they were the same character, the singer and the.
Yeah, Jen likes to watch me play games. Oh yeah, he was taking his pee break during your singing, Nick. He's back. Jason's back.
Oh, okay.
I have no snacks. I was very jealous of your popcorn snacks. I have nothing.
I know the popcorners, and we're almost out. So there's actually still a couple bags.
I have to make dinner too. I haven't eaten. I had a Starbucks sandwich this afternoon after the doctor, but
they're putting a Starbucks in the giant shopping center on the way to my house.
Oh, nice.
So you'll actually have a Starbucks on the way.
I do already. When I pass by Chester Springs, but I guess closer. Yeah. Great. That was a great rendition. A lot of smoke. I appreciate the smoke.
What an absolutely beautiful song from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is nominated for most anticipated game tonight. Thank you to Lauren Allred and Maestro Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra. They will be back later to pay tribute to our Game
Nick's
of the Year
Osmo camera
nominees.
follows him so much that
that's not
it
all
looks like
we have
we're like in a horror
tonight
movie.
For Final Fantasy fans.
Oh, Final Fantasy. We got another trailer?
What we've done.
Did it show Cupcake sniffing, or Benji sniffing Cupcake's butt?
No, they're just saying hey.
The future has the power to change anything. Even the
mix
past.
of gameplay and cinematic.
Strap in, Newty. Things are about to get mighty interesting.
Oh. A combination, Apex Legends with Final Fantasy.
Cool.
That's a very fun one. Limits are made to be broken when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes to Apex Legends on January 9th. And that key art you just saw was drawn by Nomura-san himself. Thank you so much for that incredible announcement. Now it's time to announce the winners of a few more awards as selected by the fans and our voting jury. In the category of Best Score and Music, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
I'll go Final Fantasy.
Goes to Final Fantasy 16.
Yes!
Nailed it.
So, congratulations. Here are the nominees for Best Independent Game. Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder.
Viewfinder.
And the Game Award goes to
Cocoon.
Sea of Stars.
Oh, yeah, great. Sea of Stars. We wanted that.
Sabotage. Here are the nominees for Best Community Support. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, and No Man's Sky.
Cyberpunk?
And the Game Award goes to
Destiny.
Baldur's Gate 3. Congratulations, Larian.
Patches, I guess?
Nominees for Best Fighting Game. Those are God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
It's either Mortal Kombat or
Street Fighter
Nickelodeon.
6. Street Fighter 6.
I'll go Mortal
And the
Kombat.
Game Award this year goes to Street Fighter 6. Congrats, Capcom. All right. Most anticipated game. Your nominees this year were Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
Outlaws,
Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth,
Outlaws,
Star Wars Outlaws,
I'm
and
gonna go
Tekken
Hades
8.
2.
And the Game Award this year goes to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Congratulations, Square
I'm with
and
Jason
Nomura-san.
here. Outlaws.
All right. Well, it's been 8 months since the release of Honkai Star Rail, a
JD,
winner
what's
tonight
up?
for Best Mobile Game. This space fantasy RPG filled with myths and legends.
JD, congrats
is set
on your
for
award earlier.
More intergalactic expeditions in 2024. And tonight, we have an exclusive look at Penokane, the next destination.
The Wahoo?
It's very exciting that JD joined us after winning
Best
one of the Game Awards.
Streamer, whatever it was.
Fables about the stars.
Yeah, there was a creator
stories
award earlier,
told
JD,
what
and the
is
guy's name was
and what
JD.
was. Its pages will always reveal something.
It wasn't
new.
JD Makes, it was like JD Games. Actually, I think it was JD Games. Yeah. Ooh, that was a weird graphic there.
Yes, that was inappropriate.
That jumped off the
Slightly
screen.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
This looks like a Fire Emblem game.
Those are unforgettable memories, but they are only a beginning.
I did accept. Yeah. I did freak out. I freaked out as if you had actually won the award, JD.
He did. That's a true story.
It won't all be merrymaking. Suffering and
This looks like a game Jen would
be
enjoy.
added to the final
Nah.
draft of the story.
Jen needs to
No.
be able to pay attention in the background. Like she watched me play both Last of Us and cry. She would come home from work and I'd be weeping, and I would just be sitting in my feelings, and she'd come home from work and be like, "Oh boy."
Oh boy, here we are.
Also,
playing video games.
she walked in right after I'd played the scene in The Witcher 3 where they had sex on top of a unicorn, and she's like, "What is happening?"
Are you playing porn? What exactly? What is happening here?
Ostensibly,
Young
yes.
lady, may I ask your name?
Did they just zoom in on her boobies?
The Galaxy Ranger.
They did. They did. I also like when we were playing Hades and Jen would come in and go,
nominee
"Are
tonight
you guys
for
playing
Best Mobile
zombies?"
Game, Monster Hunter Now is the new mobile game from Niantic and Capcom. Like all Niantic's games, Monster Hunter Now is played in the real world, and tonight they have a special in-game event going on right now with new monsters, new weapons, and special free game items for new players to join the hunt. It's available now for iPhone and Android, so check it out, Monster Hunter Now. Coming up, we've got an exclusive new look at the new Fallout series. We'll be right back.
So, look, Last of Us was awesome on HBO. So now Amazon's jumping in and they're releasing a Fallout game. I love the premise of Fallout. The games have I've never finished one.
Well, but are they going for? Because Fallout has a very different vibe than Last of Us. Like, are they going for a Last of Us? Are they going to change it to make it more
No.
dramatic?
Well, no,
Okay,
Fallout
so-
is very
okay.
dramatic. The premise of Fallout is we've been trapped in these Fallout shelters. They've been doing experiments on us, and now we're released into the world. So it's going to be an
Yeah.
original story in the Fallout universe.
Okay. But by the time you get to like 2 or 3, there's a lot of sarcastic. Like,
Well, yeah.
it becomes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. My guess is it's. Well, I guess hopefully maybe we can get the tone from the trailer we're about to see. I haven't seen the trailer that's been released already, so this will be good.
Oh, so we're going to trailer for the Amazon series.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's not an. They just released Starfield. We're not going to see another Fallout for
Gotcha.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last of Us, the games, oh man, broke my heart. Even thinking about season 2 right now is breaking my heart.
Well, hopefully, again, the second game has to be at least 2 seasons. Like, you can't fit all of the game in.
Yeah,
one
apparently
season.
they've cast Abby, so it's happening. So.
Well, we met Abby, didn't we?
No, I don't think we did.
No, we met. I'm sorry, we met the girlfriend. I can't think of her name right now.
Poor Skull and Bones. They don't know what they're doing with this thing. It is coming out though. I thought for sure they weren't shovelware it, but yeah, I think Jen and I tried to play one video. We can play Mario Kart together pretty great. We've not successfully played any other games together. You don't know Jack, we can do together. But I think we're gonna go on the cruise, we're gonna try to bring Mario Wonder and get into that and go up.
It is much easier to play together than the last one was, which was Super Mario Brothers World or Universe, whatever the
Gold World Icon Bling Bling, remake ×2.
Basically, the bubbling is basically all about the bubble.
And those were all just like Wii U remakes for Switch, right?
Yeah. Or one of them was a Wii remake, I think. But there's some really creative stuff in the new Wonder game.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I've been wanting to play it, but I need a gen.
A new look at Skull and Bones from Ubisoft, which is coming out on February 16th. I'm happy to announce that players can register now for the upcoming closed beta from December 15th to 18th on all platforms. And now it's time for the announcement of the next game from the studio that won Best Game Direction in 2021.
I'm gonna refresh the stream here. Ooh. Arcane. Love me some Arcane. Did you play Deathloop?
No, I watched quite a bit about it though. Definitely not my.
Jen is on the train home from New York, is my guess. The train back to her brother's house. Arcane's art style is always so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Relax, man. I don't bite.
Oh, he's a vampire.
Lock up tight now. Night's just getting started.
Blade. Hell yeah. I wish we had gotten more, but...
There you go. Joining me now,
take all my money. Take all of it.
And Bill Roseman from Marvel to tell us, how did this come together, guys?
Well, Jeff, let me tell you, the secret superpower of Marvel games is our constant focus on bringing together world-class talent with the fan-favorite characters that they love. Now, we are huge fans of Arcane Leon, not only because of the story-rich games they create with innovative
Look at that guy rocking that jacket. He knows how awesome he looks.
That's why, on Blade's 50th anniversary, we are so honored to announce this true Marvel team-up.
Yes, and after Dishonored and Deathloop, our first order of business was to make another very Arcane game, but with a title that is easier to say in a French accent. And when we had, when Sébastien Mitton and I had an opportunity to chat with Marvel, said, okay,
has Marvel
let's
games
really challenge them.
dropped
Let's
the ball yet
present
at
the
all?
wildest take on a superhero.
With the Avengers, they did.
Oh, right.
And we
That
ate
was
it
terrible.
up. I mean,
I'm with
Arcane
Jason.
touch
I think.
Blade
Or
like
is this
his
Marvel's big
trademark
mic drop, or are we going to see a Wolverine tease later?
And I mean, think about it.
With some
It's-
gameplay. They couldn't do it. They can't do
mature
just another title drop because
action-adventure
Blade
game,
didn't show us anything.
Single player, where you get to play Blade your way. For true believers, it's a dream come true.
Very excited to learn more. Dingo, why this character?
Well,
Because he's
the
a
Daywalker.
vampire with a sword?
Eric Brooks is half man, half vampire, torn between the warm society of the living and the rushing power of the undead. And as a kid of mixed origins, his dual heritage resonated with me. So yes, it is a dream to be making a game about Blade in Paris, my hometown. If my hometown was walled in, and we shared it with bloodthirsty invaders that come out as soon as the sun goes down. Ça serait un petit peu la merde quand même.
Anything else you can tell us about the game? I know it's pretty early, right?
I can tell you
we
one
haven't
thing.
started yet.
The entire team at Arcane Lyon is, pouring so much love into this immersive third-person action-adventure set in the heart of Paris. Yeah. So please sit back, let us cook, and voila! Merci beaucoup! Merci!
Well said. This is what happens when we put game devs in front of the camera. It's either boring
Thank you
or...
very much, guys. Great announcement. All right.
You get that.
Thanks,
You get
Dingo.
that.
All right. Now please welcome the star of Twisted Metal, a nominee tonight for Best Adaptation, Anthony Mackie.
Oh, we're doing best adaptations now? I love that.
Anthony Mackie, gonna give us some stuff. Talk about it, Captain America. Captain America. He's my new Captain America.
Thank you. Everybody
Falcon.
You guys didn't. Hey, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who watched Twisted Metal on Peacock.
Yeah, that did not include me.
Yeah. I have one thing to do before I get on to the award I'm supposed to represent up here, okay? Okay, all right. I know I say a lot of different things. You can't scream them all. Jeez. Now, no one knows this yet, so you three guys and everybody else is going to be the first. Because of our incredible fans, Twisted Metal is coming back for season 2 on Peacock. So, everybody get your motor revving, because you're going on another ride with John Doe.
Peacock's another one of those things that's like, this price if you don't want commercials, this price if you want 4K, this price, come on.
I have no choice but to pay for the good one.
I love you more.
WWE Network.
Yeah.
You're not showing me commercials when I'm wrestling.
I love you!
I just upgraded my network to like have a firewall that blocks ads, so I'm hoping that it handles that.
Stop it! You! Okay. Love you too. I see you.
All right, come on, Mackie. Let's go.
Shut up. Okay, today, the best games are like living universes, constantly expanding with new content and challenges, right? And that's
read
what
that
this
teleprompter,
award
buddy.
for best ongoing game recognizes. The games that continue to deliver fresh experiences for their loyal communities. Here are the nominees.
Best ongoing game.
Light always pierces through.
Cyberpunk? We gotta watch it, man. I gotta finish Cyberpunk. Fortnite, come on, it's gotta win, right?
How do you vote against Fortnite? Oh, Genshin actually has a good ongoing online community too.
Fortnite is the Taylor Swift of video games.
Agreed. Fortnite.
Okay.
But if it's not
I get
Fortnite,
so
it's
many
Genshin
cool
Impact.
points with my sons for this moment. All right, so the Game Award goes to, shut up.
All right, we got it.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I can't. You can't give Cyberpunk any awards. You just can't do it.
I just did, buddy.
This is heavy, dude.
I mean, good for them, though, to, like, somehow rise that baby back from the dead.
Yep.
Because, you know, first impressions. The press just killed him, deservedly.
What a journey it's been.
God, I loved The Witcher. Did you finish it?
Awesome. This is an incredible moment.
3? Witcher 3, right?
Yeah.
Launched to 1.5. To
Jen, I know,
2.0
Jen's
Phantom
blown away.
Liberty,
Jen's like, wow.
And now the Ultimate Edition. Like, the tenacity
Jen, you
and
want to watch me play
resilience of the
Cyberpunk?
team and just wanting to bring forward
You don't want to watch
stories
that, Jen.
that impact. Worlds that are immersive. You know, the world being immersive. And, of course, the gameplay just being fun. Fun as hell. This is exciting. Team, we accept this on behalf of hundreds of people who put their hearts and souls in it.
Can you wear a turtleneck with the suit jacket still if you're not in Europe? You can in the US. You can.
I have to include here our amazing players.
You gotta rock it, though.
They've been
Mohawk
with us
helps.
throughout the whole journey.
Yeah, I don't know if
gave us
Bald can get
feedback,
away with
made
it.
funny memes, videos, you know, wrote.
I think Bald can get
posts
away
on
with it if you're an
Twitter, on
assassin.
Reddit.
I think it's like
It
a
was
very
amazing,
assassin
you know,
look.
to see the reception of the players.
I don't have the
when they were
assassin
actually
look.
getting all of those updates.
Oh,
I'm the
recently,
bodyguard.
Shake
Get Off
type.
Stage music has
1.1 for
rolled.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Because Anthony Mackie
and
spent
it's
too much
for all
time
of
doing
you.
his thing.
Thank you
He
so
did.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and we're back.
Anthony Mackie, Captain America, and the two guys who look like Swedish guys.
Congratulations, guys. Our next guest has worked on some truly memorable games over the past 20 years, like GTA 5, Bully, Need for Speed
JD,
Underground,
that's a good one.
and the Red Dead Redemption series. Now he leads a new studio, Lightspeed LA. Steve C. Martin is here to unveil a brand new project.
Hold on.
Steve?
Thanks, Jeff.
Great
Steve
to
worked
have
on
you
Red
here.
Dead
You
and he's
showed
got a
us-
new
showed this to me
project.
earlier
Let's
this
talk.
year. Tell us a bit about it.
It's an honor to be here, so thanks for having us. Over the past few years at Lightspeed LA, myself and a remarkable team of over 200 talented, diverse,
And one
industry
asshole in
veterans
accounting.
and fresh new talent have been in deep development. on a fully original, AAA, futuristic open world game. Tonight, we're really excited to offer you all a sneak peek at what we've been working on.
It's just a dude at his desk.
I'm seriously, I'm so excited to share so much more with you in the future. But for now, I hope you all enjoy this first taste.
Where we just show you the title.
Let's take a look, Steve. Here we go.
Open world. And I like to hear that.
Tear it open!
Uh-oh.
Mommy!
Oh, mommy's dead, girl. Oh, they half android, half human?
I'm scared, Mommy. Please.
Hush now. It's going to be okay. The demon is here.
It's the demon. It's the demon.
Demon's a she.
Follow me.
In a world where there's no gameplay being shown, anything is possible. Was that even in engine? Vibes. Okay. Cool vibes.
I could be into that. I mean, depending on what it actually looks like.
Yeah. Look at our mud reflections.
Lift your head. Now open your eyes, slowly. Take a breath and look around you.
Is this the same game?
No, can't be.
Get it together, Malby.
Fate always tests us.
That's cool.
You have to fight until the end.
I'll find you.
Man, those games seemed like they had very similar vibes.
The Last Sentinel, the first Descendant, the tertiary, secondary.
That was the first Descendant, which is
emotion.
launching the summer of 2024 from Nexon. Now we have a new look at Hoyo versus next big game, Zenless Zone Zero, an urban fantasy ARPG. I had my eye on this one for a while. We had it at Gamescom, and we're excited to unveil
Jeff, just roll
their
the trailer,
latest
man.
announcement right here at TGA.
Just say the Game Award. It's 4 syllables.
Yeah, Jeff has had his eye on a lot of stuff.
Jeff had his eye on it with the giant beasts.
Jen, I think you don't wear enough cat ears in regular everyday life.
Oh, yeah, Jason, Shadow of the Colossus, it looked like that too, right?
Yeah, but that game was like more about, it was like more vibes. No talking.
Oh yeah, no,
just
that
like
was
very meditative.
But just that look, like, you know, the ground level up at the giant mechs or whatever they were.
Vibes. big-breasted girls wearing cat ears.
And shark tails.
And a maid uniform.
She's half a shark. She's a maid uniform, and the other half of her is a shark. She's a shark. She's a mako shark. A maid shark.
A maidco shark.
A maidco shark. That's it. Maidco.
But they gotta get cat in there too, like a meow kid. Meow. Man, we're come on, Jeff. We need something big. Where's Wolverine?
Yeah, hit us.
All that did was give me epilepsy.
The Wolverine costume in the Spider-Man game was a little bit of a letdown.
Wolverine
felt like that was kind of a waste of a costume.
I remember the Wolverine one. You mean the Beast Hunter one?
No, it's for Miles. It's called like the first. It's a Wolverine, basically a Wolverine costume. But is this a what's it called? Not Mech Warrior. Mech War. It's a big series.
JD brings up a great point that the past few years, it's true. Like, sci-fi games have all started to like adopt a very similar aesthetic, even down to like the blue sort of apple-ish glowing orb, the sleek design of the suits. It's all very samey.
Which is really kind of the opposite of what sci-fi is supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all sci-fi is really supposed to have a message, similar to what Star Trek is.
That was one of the fun things about sitting on the Sci-Fi Short Film Festival this year, sitting on the jury, because you got to see what a lot of up-and-coming creators are sort of building the sci-fi universe that is different. And things that are different is what pops. Now, meanwhile, mech genre has hold my beer. We've been being samey for years.
Right, yeah, they haven't changed pretty much ever, but Mecha Break.
We brought in gamers to demo the latest Cyberpunk update. But we
Oh
haven't
man,
told them what they're
everything
playing.
NVIDIA does
Let's
pushes
see what
the
happens
edge.
when they find out.
This looks amazing.
Ray tracing is beautiful. That's super real. What do you think's powering your gaming? Like a 4090?
40 series?
You're
Cloud
actually
game.
playing on a Chromebook Plus.
Yep.
Wow. Streaming on GeForce Now.
GeForce Now is awesome, dude.
Oh my god.
I would never have guessed that.
It's a little pricey, but it's worth every penny.
Chromebook.
And you can play it on pretty much any. Is that the idea?
Yeah, you can play it on
any hardware.
I can have a 4090 playing on my phone.
The tide of war is turning against us. As we battle against the
out gerbil.
bugs,
Oh man, that made me laugh.
grows more menacing by the day.
What's it playing on? A coked out gerbil. Oh man, that's funny.
Democracy.
Jen's funny, man. She hasn't played a video game in 30 years. I may lose you guys for a few. Going underground on the train. Hope I don't miss Wolverine. I just love that you're streaming us on your phone on your drive home. Like you could be doing anything else, darling.
Join the Helldivers. Join the
Jenny Jen embraces what's happening at the moment.
Yep.
She lives in the now. Like during WrestleMania parties,
Yep.
you would think she likes pro wrestling.
She sent us Christmas gifts, like to me and Keith. I was like, did you buy me my own present? She did.
My honor is my life.
Man, commercials, just commercials. And then all these people restreaming the commercials. So that's actually really good marketing on their part.
It is. I think part of the problem though becomes the longer these shows start to go, like this whole thing has been on way too long.
Yeah.
But I get that they're building it around the advertising. So you just have to like that. No one like my brain's fried. I can't pay attention.
But
to
also,
a
they said the
Warhammer
stream was
ad
starting
now.
at 7:30, but then they had that half an hour pre-show, which was just more ads.
Yeah.
At the Game Awards. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Are we doing a skit?
I am your host, Warlindor, and I present to you the Old Gods of Asgard featuring that best-selling writer Alan Wake. This is
Oh, they're doing it in
Herald of
yeah.
Darkness.
This is in game. Like this happens in the horror game Alan Wake.
This musical performance?
Yes.
Sheltered with mama's pretty stories, and you're all made up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say.
It's as batshit as you think, but awesome. And that's the actor who plays Alan Wake.
My dreams would light up my imagination, and you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker.
So the guy singing, that's the fictional narrative that he writes, Alan Wake writes?
Yes.
And you bounce between both worlds, kind of?
You bounce between that and a few other worlds as well.
Ah, okay.
You're sort of like Alan Wake while he's in hell, but also like the other place. And then he's also in the real world, and then there's a real world detective who's doing a mystery, and then it's sort of like it's very Dark Tower. Very Dark Tower. A lot of different strands.
Is there dance choreography in all of the worlds?
No. In some, there are fat, naked men with huge cavities in their chest where their hearts have been removed. This guy's like, I learned all that choreo for the game, and I have to relearn it.
Of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much.
I gotta be honest, works much better in-game than as a live stage performance. Especially if you're not in on the joke, like if you haven't played the game. It's no vibes it's giving me is John Cena, HBO.
Oh, Peacemaker?
Yeah. This performance, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's very the sound of this number is very much like the opening number.
All right, guys, so we want you to go live and perform a number from a game no one will understand and lip sync to the guy who actually does the singing in the show, in the game.
This is a little like the concept of the WWE Saudi show, where these billionaire rich Saudi
Sam Lake's
people.
here.
Who?
Sam Lake, that's the game's creator.
Oh, where is he?
He's in the middle. He also accepted the award earlier.
He's dancing on stage?
Yeah, blonde. That's
yeah.
him. The question becomes, is the eye patch a prop, or is that fashion statement, or does he not have an eye?
That's a prop. That's his character. That's his musician character. Well, wait, yeah, he's Odin. They're the old Norse gods, so he's Odin with the eye patch.
What's great is that that's not the vibe of the game at all. It's basically a survival horror game. That's.
Well, I'm actually more interested in the game now than I was before this show started.
Old gods of Asgard. Thank you to the band, Sam Lake, Remedy, Epic, the cast, and everyone
Jason
involved
goes,
to bring that
he gouged it out
performance
earlier
to
in the
life.
show.
Yeah, JD says it has a tiny screen on the inside with the chords on it.
Now it's time for an update on a game we announced back at TGA in 2017.
Oh man, that means 6 years ago.
We all shared the same story, the same fate. A family of strangers, a strange family. We have lived 1,000 lives. We have died 1,000 times. Whoever we were before this torture, we are now as one.
We played. What is this? It's
the end.
GTFO.
One final battle. My friends. Remember us.
2017, and that's all we get? It's been 5 years.
I think it's been out.
Oh.
Joining me now is Ulf from 10 Chambers. Crazy, that was 6 years ago. We announced GTFO, and that's the final chapter. You've got a free weekend on Steam. Looks fantastic, but
does it? Did we see anything?
Something more you're also working on, right?
Yeah. First of all, I have to say thank you for having me again.
It looks like Billy Corrigan from Smashing Pumpkins.
Did you just say thank me? Thank me for having you.
Fucking amazing.
Oh. You look good too. Your games look great.
First F-bomb of the night.
Yeah, we're working on something new.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a
it's
joke.
like
I think he dropped the F-bomb 6 years ago. I'm remembering.
Like all our projects are.
Why my brain remembers that neuron,
things like
I'll
that.
never know.
So back some heist stuff?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we're back to doing a heist game again. And it's sort of a sci-fi thing that I've been dreaming up since I was a kid, basically.
Okay.
And yeah, it's, it
we
is what it
announced it
is.
to the world?
Not a great elevator
we
pitch.
Should.
You've been working on this for a number of years.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
He's touching him a lot. A lot of touching happening. I'm a little uncomfortable with the level of touching.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Like they just keep touching
I
each
think
other.
he was nervous. I think he was trying to help him out, man.
Mr. Bowman, your reservation at Manon Ifis is in
Cancel the reservation. Reset the procedure.
Continued neuroprodding may severely damage the suspect.
Reset the procedure.
Yes, standing
Reset the goddamn procedure.
I'm Mr. Bowman. Your subconscious was just spilling the beans about your recent Akajima district break-in. Let's continue. What are you hoping to find in the Nexus Sentinels? You mother... There's no use in fighting. I will get what I want. So that's how you found out about our Akajima vault. What were you looking for? A key. A key to what?
First-person shooter.
Yes! What's the key for?
It's not what, Mr. Bowman. It's who. You see, just like me, you're caught here. You're caught in the den of wolves.
This is like a bad intro to a weird porn video.
Oh, that was my take, but there were some vibes in there that were kind of cool.
Where you at? Did you get it?
Not actual gameplay.
Yeah.
All right. Stream's getting long, so let's get some good. We need some better world premieres. What's the big drop? And let's get the big awards in. Come on.
Yeah, like maybe don't put these trailers back to back when they look almost exactly the same.
Yes,
Like I can only
agreed.
handle so many guys wearing exoskeleton suits.
Yep.
With cyber whatever.
The tech of those suits must be that they make you strong enough that they're not super heavy, or are they very lightweight? Which technology is it?
Reverse gravitational thrusters. So that's really heavy, but the propulsion systems, which are quantum based, make them seem light.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm one of those. I'm with JD from earlier. The principle of a mech suit is awesome, right?
Yes.
Imagine if you could have, but mech gaming stuff, does nothing for me.
That's all right.
Even Transformers, they're basically mechs, but.
And they gotta do
Born.
Master the Apocalypse.
That was Exoborn. I met with the team.
I know, buddy. I know what it was. You just put the title on the screen.
Open world extraction shooter, and the project is led by some of the creators of The Division. And besides facing,
What do you guys think? Pitch meeting. What do you think about an exosuit extraction survival game? Oof, that's a mouthful.
How about we remake The Division 1, 2, and 3, but with mech suits?
Wait.
Now, please welcome
Jason's daughter tells him that the Fortnite racing thing we saw earlier was actual gameplay.
And anticipated VR games yet, Matt
Oh,
Mercer.
wow. That's actually extremely impressive if that's accurate.
Oh, so here's a new VR drop. Asgard's Wrath 2.
I am so beyond excited to show you this trailer for our Asgard's Wrath 2. I've been
working with the Sanzaru team and bringing Loki to life. It's just been absolutely amazing.
We're taking her as
after
gospel
playing
truth.
Asgard's
Did your
Wrath
daughter
2
leak the
as a
GTA
lifelong
6
gamer,
trailer, Jason?
I'm honestly blown away. So I'm honored to be a part of this franchise and want to thank everyone at Sanzaru Games, at Oculus Studios, and MetaQuest.
I'm going to say it here.
So, without further ado, let's enjoy
Above 30, long
the
hair
trailer
is
for
a hard
Asgard's
sell.
Wrath 2.
He's doing good, but it's tough. It's a tough look.
He's got the accent, which helps.
He also could have been
Gods
22.
take
I don't know.
everything from mortals.
Bleed these lands dry.
Deny spirits their rightful passage.
Do your kids have any interest in VR, Nick?
Worlds to ash.
Not really, which I think is really interesting. However,
You allowed.
they haven't had much exposure to it, so I don't know if they would really get into it with, like, if they had an Oculus Quest. You know what I mean? I'm not sure.
The universe.
They did it at my house once, and I think they were digging it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They did try it.
Jen, we haven't done enough VR, man. Jen, remember me playing Beat Saber? Jen loved it, and then I fought the Christmas tree once.
A worthy opponent.
The problem with VR is it's very hard to sell in 2D, right? Like, the trailers don't quite do it.
Here to right your wrongs.
My opinion still says, for VR, they had a game where you fight Darth Vader. If that didn't sell a bajillion million copies, then it's not ready. It's not.
Well, that was very early on. That was a very primitive game. Think, like, I don't know, there's a game, it's tough with locomotion. I know you're 6, so it's probably never for you, but Half-Life Alyx was like one of the best games you ever play, and it was pretty great in VR.
Place you can hide.
Quest 3 is supposed to be pretty epic, so.
Your fate is mine.
I'm not opposed to VR, but I don't like the motion sickness.
I think I got this game packaged with something I bought recently, so I might have to give it a try on my Quest 2.
Foolish mortals, oblivious to the chaos that awaits you just
Loki?
outside.
That's Loki.
Sooner than you think.
It's been an amazing year, not just for games, but for adaptations of
Okay,
the
here we
games
go.
love.
Sheesh.
Right now, we have an exclusive look at the highly anticipated new series, Fallout.
Okay.
Oh, hello there. Now, how about we turn on some lights?
Yes. Fallout music is incredible. There's the dog. How about the guy with no nose? He was my fave. Yes!
Yep.
Goggins!
War never changes.
Fallout 76 started pretty rough, but then people kind of got into it later, Jason. But Fallout 4 was awesome.
From Fallout, please welcome Aaron Moten, Ella Purnell, and Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins is a national treasure.
He's awesome.
What's up, y'all? I hope you don't mind. We brought a little extra security.
His character in Vice
Thank you for
Principals
having us,
is
and we are
unbelievable.
incredibly excited for you all to see Fallout on Prime this April.
Oh, that's Uncle Baby Baby Billy, for
Tonight
sure.
is that we're here to hand out the award for Best Adaptation. What?
We got to finish that, man. I love me some.
What, dude? Oh, it says our bosses are here.
But
Righteous Gemstones, yeah.
Yeah, there they are.
Oh! Jonathan Nolan, Mr. Howard.
Good catch, buddy.
I don't think that's Winnie
Probably
Cooper.
hurry this up. I don't think he can breathe in there.
Yeah, how you doing, big man?
No.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Okay, so this year, video games and film and television were bigger and better than ever before.
Here are the nominees for Best Adaptation.
That's a pretty cool trailer, I thought. It captures the tone of Fallout very well.
Agreed.
Our Messiah will come, and
pray for you, Victor Belmont. All I ever wanted to do is be.
I heard that movie wasn't bad. Oh, come on.
Oh, how is this even a category? The last, I mean, Last of Us. Although I like Super Mario Brothers.
The world fell, but that's where the cars and guns come in.
Hey, you know what? Good for you, video games. Pretty good year for adaptations.
Game goes
Last
to
of Us, right? Yes.
The Last of Us.
And here's a trailer for season 2.
I guess Pedro's not there.
Nick, we did a Mario review on Geeking. Remember we were in the car, Mom was getting her haircut?
We did.
That's how far we've come.
That's. And he almost went down.
Dude, how about the live-action Zelda movie coming?
That could be. Well, is a movie or a series? I thought it was a series.
Okay, clock's ticking.
I think it's a movie,
shout out
and
to
I
my
think it's
partner in
live
crime,
action.
Craig Mason, is watching up in
Which is
Canada,
weird.
getting ready for season 2.
Netflix, though, right?
Huge thank out to our Naughty Dog family.
Maybe?
This wouldn't exist without all your
Someone's
incredible
gotta
hard
Google
work.
this.
Big thanks to HBO and the support they've given us, and a lot. Big thanks to our Last of Us community. None of this exists without you. Thank you so much.
And we also want to thank our
Live-action
partners at
Miyazaki.
Sony Pictures. Special shout out to Carter Swan and the whole PlayStation Productions team and everyone at PlayStation. Thanks so much. Thank you.
No, it's a feature length.
Yeah. I thought Netflix got the rights, but I guess not. I want to hang out with Walter Goggins and Matthew McConaughey at the Video Game Awards.
Oh, yeah,
I'm putting that on my bucket list.
And 5 hours of commercials again.
This is that pay-to-play thing, right? The mobile.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I can't think of the name. I'm having trouble with names tonight.
All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom. This is my restroom break. So talk amongst yourselves.
That sounds good. We shall go to the live chat and see what's happening here. Mario Brothers does stand out pretty oddly in that group, JD. Agreed. Although it probably was the second best of those adaptations, even though I didn't see Twisted Metal. I wish I could remember what this one is called, and I wish I could remember what the Disney series I was trying to remember earlier in the night was. It's based on a single novel, and they go from like a different realm where it's an Asian-based theme, and in the other realm they're essentially like gods, and they come to Earth, and there's a whole amulet thing that's involved. It was really good, and I can't think of the name of it. Really bothering me. Oh, good idea. Jen, give us some Mike gossip. We know his food cannot touch other foods on the plate. That's a given. We know that. Very fastidious about his
struggling with who I was,
bathroom being clean.
I took a lot of that anxiety and
What else, Jen? Give us something. Hit us with something big.
I mean, it's evolved over time.
Does he use
especially as
Rogaine?
I've gotten into AAA.
Well, guess what, everybody?
Yeah, Loki season 2
Hindsight
was
is
probably
a
the
very
most quality
exploration
thing Marvel's done
which
since
spans
Endgame
the life
ended.
of a woman
And I liked
who
WandaVision, but
is taking
season 1 and season 2 of Loki,
that happened in my
amazing.
life, keeping
Particularly,
that
I thought the finale,
realizing
the
that
last 2 episodes really tied the whole thing
someone
together.
tells me
Like,
that they've cried for
almost
something
perfect
that I
storytelling
made,
with that
it's always
entire
when people
series.
cry
My
that I
opinion.
feel, yes, I want to keep doing that. I want to keep making
Have you guys
people
finished
feel
it?
things.
If you haven't, yeah, you got to go Loki. Ah, all right, Jason, very good. Do you are you in education now, or are you doing something completely different? Yes, you have to watch season 2. I mean, so good, so good. And they claim that they didn't change the finale at all, based on like the things that are happening with actors in the particular show of Loki, which is even more interesting if that's how it played out, because they gave themselves options as they move forward to Phase 5. So interesting. But season 2 is very much like season 1, though, where you do have to pay attention very closely to each episode. So it's not like you can't do 2 things at once. You got to pay attention, for sure. Yeah, so Jason, initially my major was elementary education, which was, I started off as an elementary teacher and then I went into special ed after that. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to want to watch Loki on the cruise, only because you might want to, on big screen, Jen, it's going to be hard to watch on the phone. A lot of it's dark. Like a federal government job wouldn't be bad most days.
That right there was No Man's Sky, a game we announced 10 years ago with this guy right here, Sean Murray. Sean, looks like the content keeps rolling in 2024. But what does the next decade look like for Hello Games?
Well, to start with, next year is going to be a really big year for No Man's Sky.
Are they going to do a different game, maybe?
On it for 10 years
No
now,
Man's Sky? Or...
And I still really love it, still really enjoy it. But
everybody, stop talking about Mike. He's back.
For the last 5 years, we've been working on something new.
Another game.
The cat, one of my cats keeps stealing. This was BB's, my old dog's stocking.
You know,
put it inside the tree, and my one cat keeps stealing it and bringing it around the apartment and sleeping with it.
Oh,
tell us a bit about
cute.
it, Sean.
Well, for No Man's Sky, we generated a whole universe.
So JD, shameless plug for my podcast. Since we're all talking, Jason and JD are talking elementary education majors and counseling majors. My current podcast, which you can find at excellentadventure.com. Me and my college roommate, he is a professor who teaches school counselors now, and I'm a principal. We talk about all things education related, counseling related, parenting, all kinds of cool stuff. So since you guys had those majors, we could use some listens on the podcast there. So I would say check it out.
You know, you can see oceans.
So it's just like an open world planet kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean the first.
Mike's yelling at the cat.
Open world, right?
Yelling at the cat.
Without boundaries.
Yeah.
JD, what do you do now?
Playing it together. It's, you know, a place where people can live out their sort of adventures together.
Well,
you ever play No Man's Sky?
Take a look at it.
I did actually.
Tonight or future?
The VR mode is cool.
So we have a trailer.
Wait,
didn't play VR mode.
You know,
but...
It's quite a small team that's working on it. Yeah. There's about a dozen of us. Actually, everyone's here. Everyone from the team is here. We're
very excited to share this. You and I have been talking about this one for years.
Yeah, we're super nervous, you know, but really excited. If people like it, this is a game I would like to still be updating 10 years from now.
All right, so Game Awards 2033. We'll be back. But no, let's take a look. This is such an incredible project, and I'm honored that we get to show it up.
Oh, Hello Games' next project. Here we go.
Do it.
Here we go.
All right, this is cool.
Big ambition on these guys. So, avatars? I don't know. I'm not. But procedural, they do procedural better than anyone.
I like the different environments.
I just hope there's stuff to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah. Well, again, we were talking about a couple weeks ago. That's where Destiny, you'd love to see if there was just more. And I know it's just impossible. I don't know how you would create that much content to keep people engaged and doing something different all the time. It's hard.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Remember, that comes from an independent team. Absolutely incredible. I've been waiting for years to show that to you.
I bet you were,
again,
Jeff. Enough
created by
commentary
team of
on the
Hello
commentary.
Games.
Just
So,
like do the show,
very,
man.
Very exciting, and I'm excited to see games like that.
We get
show
it. You
kind
get
of
to
the
see
next decade
games.
of where games are going to.
If we had a bingo card, a drinking bingo
Now
card,
join me
doing
in welcoming
shots.
to the stage
Oh, I'd be wasted.
actor Simu Liu.
Every time he says excited.
I love Simu. Oh, his foot's broken.
He's excited. He said excited about 55 times. I think we've had 4 people on stage wearing walking boots. Like, it's
so many
fascinating.
of you. You guys all look so beautiful. All right, first off,
Lot of
I want to
ACL
address
pops.
the elephant in the room. My foot's fine, you guys. I did tear my Achilles. I wasn't riding a dragon. I was playing pickup basketball in Miami. I wish there were a better story to this, you guys, but the story is this. You know, as you age, as you get older, you know, particularly as you cross the 30 threshold, your body starts to break down, all right? Things start happening, unless you're Anthony Mackie, for whom I think the laws of aging don't apply.
Jen coming in hot. Come on,
Guys,
baby.
just
Light no
if you're
fire.
not
Well done,
Anthony
girl.
Mackie,
I saw
learn
that.
to
Very well
appreciate
done.
The importance of stretching, all right? It's very important.
Speaking of which, I have to take my medicine. My bedtime
keeping it real
medicine
at
was
the
due
game
like an hour and a half ago.
Now, I'm here to share something that I'm really, really excited about. I recently got a chance to team up with Frost Giant on their new real-time strategy game, Stormgate. Now, RTS is a genre that I was absolutely obsessed with as a
all right,
kid.
that's
I loved
medicine time.
building armies and obliterating my enemies in Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, and of course, my absolute all-time favorite game, StarCraft. Yes, I'm so happy you guys cheered for that. Now, if you've been destroyed by carriers and
StarCraft
void
is
rays
rad.
on BNet at any point over the past 10 years, that was definitely your boy. And that's why I'm so excited for Stormgate. Look, it's a noob strat, I understand, all right? But I loved it. Look, that's why I love Stormgate. It was made by a team of ex-StarCraft developers who are
He was like,
just
"Look, I
as
know the
obsessed
lingo."
with RTS as I am. And in addition to competitive and co-op modes in the game, it's got an ongoing campaign that was written by Frost Giant with a little help from the legendary Chris Metzen. And so, yes, I brought a little bit of gameplay for y'all, and the first reveal of a pretty badass new character who I may or may not have gotten to voice. Let's have a look.
Stormgate unstable.
Shut it off!
The hell was that?
Cut the power! Now!
That's me when I'm playing video games too late. Jen comes in. Shut it off!
In God's name have we done?
All right, so this stream is now almost 3.5 hours. I mean, let's go with the awards here. It looks like a mobile game. Is it it is a mobile game, probably. Oh yeah. If it don't swoop, get out of here.
Either way, your world will fall.
So they just like painted his face gold and that's him.
That was me. See? Pretty good, right?
Comedy not working tonight.
And now it's time to hand out the next award. Here are the nominees for Best Action Adventure Game.
Oh, this is big.
Best action
Nick has left
adventure
during
game.
2 important moments tonight.
I don't want to be in the story. Just write me out of this story. It's my fault. This is something else.
Miles, get it over him! We
Come
can
on,
fight
Spider-Man.
this together.
Your soul
Come on, Spidey.
requires cleansing.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Do not look away. You witness a king's revival.
And the game award goes to, no surprise here, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, okay. Great game. It just wasn't for me.
While they're accepting, Mike, plug for a local beef jerky brand, Righteous Felon, Chester County, PA. Delicious. Righteous Felon.
Make sure you
I'm so
open that
glad
package
to
as
be able
loudly
to
as
be here
possible.
to accept this
Is it
reward,
paper
this award
package
on behalf
or
of everyone
plastic?
who worked together to create
Paper.
this game.
Nice. I appreciate that.
我々開発チームはこのゲームをゼルダの伝説の中で最も壮大な冒険になるように一生懸命
All right, so
作り込みました。
we got to be getting to it now, right?
Everyone on the development team truly gave
Yeah,
their
I would hope
all
so.
in making this game the best.
This is a
it can be.
marathon.
If Spidey gets nothing, dude, has
プレ
Spidey
イヤー
gotten
の皆
anything
さん
yet?
それぞれのユニークなゲームプレイが皆さん独自のハイラルの物語となります。プレイヤーの皆さん本当にありがとうございます。
Everyone's unique approach to playing this game can become their own personal story as an adventure through the lands of Hyrule. And to all the players, you have my sincere thanks.
That was kind of my issue.
Thank
like,
you so
I
much.
need, you got to show me the game right away. Like, show me the narrative. What am I doing?
Yeah, it really did take way too long to get to the game.
They like to show you the mechanics
Congratulations,
first
Mr.
before the
Enuma,
game really
and I am
starts.
happy now to announce
appreciate
there's a
that,
few
but it was
more
just too much.
categories at the Game Awards. Here are the nominees for Best RPG: Baldur's Gate 3,
Yeah,
Final
Baldur's Gate
Fantasy
3.
16,
I'd love to see
Yeah,
Sea of
Baldur's
Stars,
Gate.
but
Sea of Stars, and Starfield. And the Game Award
They gotta go
goes
Baldur's
to
Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3. Here are the nominees for Best Sim Strategy Game: Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, City Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage.
I'll go
and
Fire
Pikmin
Emblem.
4. And the Game Award goes to Pikmin 4. Here are the nominees for Best Sports Racing Game: EA Sports
Hot Wheels?
FC 24, F1 23,
Forza. It'll be
Motorsport,
Forza.
Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and the Crew Motorfest. And this year, the Game Award goes to Forza Motorsport. Congratulations, turn 10. The nominees for Best Multiplayer this year are Baldur's Gate 3,
Diablo 4.
Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
Wow.
Having a
Okay.
pretty good night. Here are the nominees for our Player's Voice Award, 100% voted by the fans. Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Genshin
Spider-Man?
Impact,
No, or
Marvel's
Legend, I guess Zelda
Spider-Man
again.
2, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And the Game Award goes to Baldur's Gate 3.
Wow. They're cleaning
Congratulations,
up.
Lariat. Let's take a look now at this spectacular celebration of mobile gaming on Sphere from Google and Samsung.
what? Why, Jeff? We're so close. Let's look at
So,
a
let me just
backdrop
get
of
this
the
straight.
Sphere. We put a green screen on, and we're just putting this in there. Unless you think it's live, they're showing this.
We just, yeah, I'm sure they're showing live at the place on the screen, not live. They just gave out 5 awards in 33 seconds, and every trailer and commercial we've seen has definitely been longer than that. This is a commercial. It's not a video game award show.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't. Yes. That's all fine with me. If it'd be less commercials and more like world premiere.
Yeah, it needs to feel a little bigger. 2 funny comments, Mike. Jen wrote zombies when Diablo 4 popped up on screen.
Yep.
And JD wrote, it's like a goddamn machine gun in the hands of a chimp at a shopping mall.
What is that?
I think he meant the rapid fire giving out of awards.
I thought it meant you trying to get your big hands inside of that little beef jerky bag.
Oh, maybe it could have been that too, I guess. I guess I really don't know which one he's referring to, but
Hey, that's a
I'm
good
assuming
joke if
it's
it
that.
can have multiple purposes.
This actually looks pretty cool.
Does it?
Nah, I mean, it's a 2D fiver. No, that's not what I thought it was.
No, get down. Oh, this is intense. Whatever it is, but it's not for me. It's also giving me.
The headache.
It does look like Street Fighter 2, though.
Well, when it said Daredevil, I thought it was going to be a
Yeah,
Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you catch the Daredevil call out in Hell's Kitchen, the Hell's Kitchen section of the Spidey game?
I did not know.
They had the law offices of Murdoch and what's his name? Remember his partner? And it was like broken down and destroyed, and
that's
like when
fun.
Spidey swings by it. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm sure there's like 100 of those Easter eggs I missed.
Yeah, definitely.
This is too. So every year it's fun to watch over the 10 years. They've definitely gotten better. It used to be like everything was like world premiere, console exclusive. Like, come on, bud. This is the last time you have to leave after this. So it's definitely more streamlined now. I think the awards and the speeches have been cool. A couple of performances have been cool. Way too many of these commercials. And we just need Jeff to take a class or something.
Jeff just needs a legitimate co-host. He needs to not be the main host. Let him do his color off of a legitimate host doing the...
Jeff's like a good backstage on the red carpet guy doing the interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's the guy, but it's comes off a little...
Well, also him and Kojima, like, hand jobbing isn't...
Timothy Chalamet will be here to help.
Chalamet?
And we have some more world premieres, including this one.
Oh, good. Thank you, Jeff.
Did you hear Danielle on camera say, is this almost over?
Yeah, we're all feeling it.
Some sort of crystal.
Alexa, turn off Nick's off its lights.
Forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derived their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who? What the hell is an iconoclastic defense system? I have a feeling we're about to find out. And that we will not like the answer. Then we better cut this short.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
I have no idea what's happening.
Nope. Are those Gungans?
Man, remember the glory days when you get like 3 games during the year? You got 3 games. You got a Christmas game, you got a birthday game, and if you were lucky, another game. And you just had to like deal with it.
You had to play it, good or bad. Not every game could be Russian Attack.
IKEA Warriors.
Experience new adventures
IKEA Warriors.
before the final battle in Final Fantasy 16 with Echoes of the Fallen, which is out tonight on PlayStation 5. There's a shadow drop for you. Now to present our next award, Best Game Direction.
We get it,
Please
Jeff.
welcome one of our industry's greatest creative forces, the creator of Call of Duty and global GM for Star Wars Jedi, Battlefield, Titanfall, and Apex Legends, Vince Zampella.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's a big name.
All right, Vince. What are you gonna? He's gonna give out Best Game Director. So I'm thinking Sam Lake.
Good evening, everyone. So, game design can be chaos. Actually, let me rephrase that. The best game design
This
is
isn't
almost
Sam
always
Lake.
part chaos, right?
I don't know what we're doing.
Today, it's really normal for teams of hundreds to work for years on huge open worlds that are condensed into one package. When that chaos has somehow been harnessed into a cohesive artistic expression, that's great game design. So tonight, I'm proud to present the nominees for Best Game Direction.
Best Game Direction.
How do you run from a story that lives in your head?
Come on, Sam Lake.
Together, we
Oh, I guess directing a 1,700-hour game.
How to be a better Spider-Man.
Oh, these are all great, man.
What a beautiful day!
Jen, that's our next beast, man. Getting that.
You are our final hope. You must find me.
Sam Lake. Because we know Sam's there. He just did a musical number. It's got to be him.
Yeah, it's got to be Alan Wake.
And the winner is Alan Wake 2.
Now you got to watch his speech, because his speech might be in game. You know what I mean? Like it could be a weird world twisty thing. Everybody's got a cool suede jacket tonight. I'm gonna have to bust mine out. I should have worn mine.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy.
We want to thank
Sam Lake, also
Hector, Nicole, for believing in our vision.
The guy they mocapped for all of the Max Payne games.
Vision. Yes. Direction.
I can see that.
He's Max Payne.
Without a team.
Yeah, his face looks exactly like him.
1 and 2.
And
3 was a different guy.
Huge thanks to Remedy team for joining us.
I'll tell you one thing this game show has done is got me even more excited for Baldur's Gate 3.
You know,
even though Jason also did that.
Different directions and nothing comes out of it. But when more than 100 people believe in the same vision and build something out of it, we can make miracles. We can make art, and we can be more than the sum of our parts. Our world today could use a bit more of that.
That's a nice one. One other thing. Next Monday, December 11th, New Game Plus, the final draft is going to be coming out. New story content. So yeah, go play it. Thanks.
If you were a Max Payne fan, Jason, there's a game out now. I just got turned on it today.
Please welcome Gustav Tilleby, the creative director.
The IKEA Warriors. Which takes place in an IKEA store.
I can remember the name of this game.
When we started building this game, we set a bold vision for ourselves. We said that if we're going to make a shooter, it needs to be unique.
It's called El Paso Elsewhere. El Paso Elsewhere. Apparently, it's like a Max Payne
the amazing team at Embark Studios
that's on Steam right now.
Dream a reality. And of course, to all of you, our amazing players, watching you play the finals has been the most gratifying experience of my entire career. You're not just a part of this journey, you guide us and you inspire us, and I love you.
Has anyone referenced on the show the sweatshop conditions these people work in half the time?
Yes, yes.
At the very end, it might be sooner than you think.
He's like, I'd like to thank my team who's currently crunching on the next game. I haven't seen their family or taken a shower in 6 months.
And haven't been paid in 3 years.
Oh, so much blasting. Is that Elvis? Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting vibes here. I'll say this, Nick, you made a comment earlier and I scoffed, but now the more trailers I watch, I'm like, you could feasibly pitch a lot of this stuff as like a weird sex thing.
It's kind of true.
The costumes, there's like, that was an alien, like, it's all one fun, crazy sex party we're going to.
Yeah, I mean, with the, like they mentioned in the chat earlier, the furries are in there.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of everything.
You know what? If we're gonna live in our virtual headsets, we might as well do weird sex stuff. As long as you disinfect afterwards.
I mean, you gotta properly use the equipment.
I love a team of Elvis impersonators just going around blasting stuff. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, the graphics on this look pretty cool.
I'm not a fast... I can do first-person stuff, but not if it's fast.
Yeah,
like those
not
Doom
like that.
games, I wanted to love those Doom games, but it was way too much.
That's right. The finals is out tonight on Steam, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5. After the show, make sure to check out the Game Awards in Fortnite as well. All month, fans have been voting for their favorite
I might check that finals thing out. That
island
was
of the
kinda
year,
cool.
and the winner is Fort Who. Congratulations. You can portal to the winning island from our TGA map, and while you're there, collect all the TGA trophies for an XP boost. We want to help you unlock those Peter Griffin skins. The island code is below. Still to come, the presentation of Game of the Year featuring our orchestral salute to the nominees.
I don't need the orchestral salute. Okay, guys, last commercial break. You know what, Nick? Shall we pull up the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer again and rewatch that instead of this commercial? Because that's pretty rad.
As long as we don't miss the Game of the Year announcement, because we've really put in a lot of time.
We really have.
I mean,
this is more that I've committed to, like, my work day today. I feel bad. Our sister asked if I could come and watch JJ at the game because she had to go get like a migraine study at the hospital, and she wanted to leave the kid. And I was like, sorry, I have a stream.
Gotta stream the Video Game Awards.
So this is actually good. Come on, bud. No, come on. So you think after all this, what you've taken from what you're most excited about is to play Baldur's Gate. That's where you've come.
That's my takeaway. Yeah, I mean, just the fact that it's won this many awards, but I also Jason's very robust descriptions of what's good about it, because that's everything that I've been reading that I was excited about. I don't know if I want to wait. You know
I'll
what I mean?
admit that I'm very, very rusty on my general knowledge of D&D spells and different stuff. So I feel like my fear is more just the...
I think they do it. I mean, Jason would answer this better, but I think they do a pretty good job bringing you back into the world when you create your character and like get into the game. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, and I often let myself get too, like, my problem with Diablo often is I'm too min-max, right? Like I want to learn the best this and that. I think I just have to go in and just like roll the dice and go for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
After the show, check out the TGA post show on Twitch, where Google Play will
Then there's a
reveal the
post
winner
show.
of its Play More award.
I don't understand any
Awesome.
of that.
Thanks, Sydney. Well, now it's time for tonight's final world premiere. That's right. We're getting towards
she was
the end
in
of the show.
Fringe.
And this one, I will let
And
speak
green.
for itself.
Oh, this is big. This is the final drop. Okay, not Wolverine. No, this can't be the final drop. It looks like crap.
Yeah, it really doesn't look good.
Is that a chocobo he's riding? No, this isn't the final drop.
This looks terrible, whatever this is.
It might be a troll job. Dune? Oh, Capcom. Oh, it's a Monster Hunter game. Their graphics are generally a little, but they're apparently the systems are awesome. People love those games.
That makes sense. With I can accept the graphics now that I know it's a Monster Hunter.
I hope that's not the big drop of the night. No way.
He said it was.
Please welcome to the stage Monster Hunter series producer Ryozo Tujimoto. It's so great to have you here at the Game Awards. We got to hang out in Osaka earlier
Oh
this
my
fall.
God! We had sake together in Osaka. Jeez.
Wow, I gotta tell you guys, it looks incredible. Everyone wants to know. We saw 2025. When do we get to play this?
2025, man.
ようやく、発表することができました。モンスターハンターの新作です。こちらですね、9月にゼフさんにも見
I
てい
didn't
ただ
think
きま
Jeff
した
Keeley was going to
タイトル
annoy
なん
me
です
so
が
much tonight, but he
現状
really
ですね
pushed my buttons.
2025年リリースを目指して
Same routine every time. He introduces someone.
Then he talks about
tells a
something they
personal
did a few
story.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yep.
announced this title.
We had
to
a
everyone.
lovely red
This title,
in
back in
Montevideo.
September, we were
It was a
lucky enough to
Spanish
show it to
wine
you,
from Barcelona
as
that
planned
had notes
for
of
release
Currant.
in 2025.
And now let's talk about your game
I
that's
think
3
everyone
years
wants to know,
away.
when do they get to see more on this? Any sense of when we're going to see more on this game?
Yeah, when we make the graphics a little better.
続報はですね、2024年の夏頃、現状
We whipped those
予定して
up
おり
in
ますので、
wireframe last night.
しばらくちょっと
It looks like my 11-year-old daughter.
Yeah, did it with
actually
generative
colored it.
AI.
今年、
Yeah.
カプコンがですね、40周年を迎えさせていただきました。この40年間、応援してくださった、ファンの
Guy's
皆
got a
様
great head of
本当に
hair.
ありがとうござい
Go,
ます。
great hair.
これからもですね、皆様に楽しんで
He
いただ
started
け
that
るいいゲームを
Finistride
作っ
early.
ていけるよう努力して、頑張ってまい
He
り
was
ますので、これからも引き続き
28, 29, you gotta
ぜひ
start it.
よろしくお願いいたします。
We plan on revealing more information about
I started
this
at
game
24,
in,
and I was
the
growing
summer
hair on my
of
palms.
2024, so I
bad.
hope you keep an eye out for it. Also, Capcom is currently celebrating its 40th anniversary. I would like to thank all of the Capcom fans for all of your love and support throughout all of these years.
Yeah,
We
I guess
couldn't
that's
have done
about
it without
40th
you.
anniversary is about right, right? Like
Continue to create
1980.
Has anyone else noticed the cultural difference? I found that a lot of
Thank you,
like
Real Estate.
like
Great to see you. All right.
there's a
Well, now to present
like
Game
the
of
Europeans
Year
and
from
the
upcoming films
the
Wonka
Pan Asian
and
folks
Dune
have
Part
like
2,
mostly been
please welcome
double-handed on the
YouTuber,
microphones,
Modern
whereas
Controller 360.
straight white guy, one hand. It's pretty consistent. Oh, Chalamet, how's he gonna hold the mic? He's definitely a one-hander, right?
Yeah.
No,
Is it
he's a
like-
2 hands in the pocket. Bring a mic to me.
The imagination,
Is there a Willy Wonka game?
and technical brilliance of the 6 nominees
Dune?
for the Game of the Year were truly
Oh, Game of the Year.
inspiring. Here with a
brought
medley
in
celebrating
Chalamet.
each of these games, once
medley.
again, Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra.
I prefer Virtual Kiss to do it.
That would be awesome. All right, at least we're gonna get a cool way to get the noms. That guy looks great. All right, let's get your predictions in now, guys.
I got to see them all again just to make sure I don't miss one of them.
Alan Wake 2 is our first here.
Can you go against Baldur's Gate 3 at this point? They won like 3 of the other major awards.
I think Alan Wake would be the dark horse, right? I think Baldur's Gate. I think they're not going to do Zelda again. That would be kind of lame. I think it's got to be Baldur's Gate. Larian Studios worked for like
8 million years.
A gajillion man hours for that. And people seem to love it universally. And if you think about that genre, that is not a mass appeal genre, and they sold a gajillion. Interesting to not see Marvel Snap in there or any like mobile. Did they do a mobile category? Did I miss it?
I don't think they're. Well, I don't know. I don't think they. Yeah, they did. They did. It was. I don't remember which one won, but yeah. I think Wonder got released too late in the year to really make that big of an impact.
You know, we haven't discussed is we've played a lot of games and we've fallen off a little bit as we've gotten older. But I still think. Do you think our combined man hours playing video games still pales to our mom playing Pogo?
At this point, I would have to say yes. She plays like... I mean, I don't think she misses the day.
Imagine the tokens, dude. Imagine the tokens. Going
Is she
on
gonna put those in her
3
will?
decades, probably. Yeah, who
Can you will your Pogo tokens? Your EA Sports Pogo tokens?
All you need is a password book, baby. I've got that red little password book.
The little password book, baby. All right, I'm going Baldur's Gate 3. The only other contender is Legend of Zelda.
Oh, JD, I hear the recorder, the pan flute. I mean, he's killing that pan flute. He's pan flouting his ass off. I just like my pan flute in the background. Dude, this is a
Marvel.
crazy that. Oh, holy! You're not. Is that a bassoon? What's happening?
No, I don't know what that is. That's a new instrument.
It's a weird sex thing.
Uh-huh. Better Together. That's the name of the theme from Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man. Harry was real weird with Miles.
Rick Rubin is on drums. Yo, he's killing it. He might have just won the game.
He's back to the he's back to the flute.
He's got all the flutes.
That was pretty cool. Whatever he just did.
Where's the flute game? You know what I mean? Chalamet's back. All right. They should let flute guy. He should then pull the award from his flute and present it. No, Chalamet, man, he's here.
What did Jen say? Who wins it?
And the game of the year is
Baldur's Gate. Come on.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Finally, the guy in the chainmail suit gets to walk up on stage.
I think he's the head of Larian, if I'm not mistaken. He, in all the developer previews of the game, he was wearing that.
He can't move his arms. He's gonna have a heart attack and die. Like, this is just not right. Poor guy.
What if somebody came out and just like started firing rounds just to prove that it's real? I hope he doesn't have a serious speech because he.
Yeah, I didn't expect it anymore. Thank you so much. A game like Baldur's Gate 3.
Spider-Man got nada, baby.
I don't have an incredible team working on it, and the team at Larian spent their hearts and souls for 6 years on this game, and sometimes very difficult circumstances. This was our COVID game.
How much multiplayer?
Along the way, we lost quite a few people also, so we want to dedicate this to all the people we lost, and especially to Jim, our lead cinematic artist, who passed away in the last month. I want to thank over 2,000 people, so sit back and relax. But I also want to thank everybody that supported us throughout this entire
I'm in for that.
effort.
I'm in for multiplayer Baldur's Gate.
Our families, our friends, our partners. You were the best, and without you, we couldn't have
Can
done
you
it.
drop
Thank
in
you
and
very
drop out?
much.
Or like, could Nick and I start a campaign together, or we have to play off each other's campaign? How does it work?
Yeah, like a Diablo style, or
one more trailer. One more trailer.
Yeah, right. Do they end with the Apple type?
Congratulations, Sven, and congratulations
Awesome
to all
drop.
of tonight's winners. We will see you next year at our 10th Anniversary Game Awards, which I'm happy to announce will return right here to the Peacock Theater on Thursday, December 12th, 2024. Happy holidays.
Oh, he's got that pre-booked. He's like, I got a discount on the theater.
It'll be a buffet, though. We couldn't afford the meal choice.
Wow. Okay. So there you have it, man.
So what we've decided in the past 4 hours is that Baldur's Gate 3 is a go.
Definitely going to Baldur's Gate it. I'm definitely going to go back to Cyberpunk. Looked great. I think I want to get back into Dave the Diver also.
Interesting. Yeah, it didn't grab me, although I can see the appeal for sure.
Got to play with Super Mario Wonder with Jen.
And those Sega remakes are going to be bad. Like Golden Axe, I can't wait to play that.
That looks cool. I got to eat something. My blood sugar's low. I remember that. And also just too many commercials, Jeff. Really, actually pretty fun stream. I thought it was cool. I thought it highlighted and celebrated the games really well. I think we have enough great games nowadays that we can actually like have more awards. You know what I mean? And less commercials and like actual more Academy Awards style it. Like let's focus the awards a little bit and that we can celebrate the games through that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's part of the other thing though too that I would mention. Like, okay, so there were two games, Best Direction and Best Game, where they actually showed you some of the game and did the orchestral play. Like, you know, they did like an Oscars or a Grammys nod. The other awards were rapid fire, which is slightly distasteful because too much of the rest just seemed like commercials. There's a difference between something that feels like a commercial and something that feels like a world premiere trailer drop. You know what I mean? One feels like it's really trying to just sell you like a used car salesman, and the other is bringing you into like art. And it just felt like a 4-hour commercial to a large degree. So put some more awards in there, slow the pacing on the awards part down, and maybe like tell a story instead of showing commercials like that. Let the developer pre-film a vignette and tell a little bit of the story. You know what I mean? Like give us a WWE style promo package that's put together to showcase some of these new games rather than making a sit through. Am I making any sense? I mean, it's late.
Yeah, I mean, you
So
have to
maybe I'm
also,
not.
but you have to look at the forum too, right? They know that most people are watching a stream or being restreamed with people discussing it over it. So I think I don't know. 4 hours is way too long, man. That I can tell you. Even the Oscars is only like 3. So, but I don't know. Was that we got the God of War thing, which was kind of like a little bit of a letdown at the end because I'm not into roguelikes. But if that's your thing, then cool. And yeah, GTA 6 was a couple days ago, so yeah.
The big news already peaked. But yeah, there was like a lot of people love Warhammer, so there were like 2 different pieces that kind of touched on that. You got they obviously they knew that Baldur's Gate was going to be the big winner, so I feel like they spaced out the awards pretty well, like doing a lead up to that, which
the
was
Blade
good.
thing was cool.
That but here's the problem.
No game.
That to me, that was the thing I was most excited about, the Blade one of all of them, but I didn't even remember it. You know what I mean? All I could remember was
I'm really
the Golden
shocked
Axe
we didn't see Wolverine, that they decided to drop a new title in Blade without showing Wolverine, which is we got some what's the other one? The Arkham game. We got some stuff.
The Suicide Squad game, but we've already seen all that. That they didn't show us anything new in that Suicide trailer.
I'll tell you what it makes
all
me
that's
miss.
Been out already.
It makes me miss E3, just like when you had the press conferences, and like those presentations, like PlayStation centric, Xbox centric, makes me miss them.
Yeah, and like you said, they're trying to do 2 things. They're trying to do that and do the awards. So you got to keep that in mind. Yeah, but again, I would have liked, Wolverine. I would have liked to gotten at least a hint, but maybe they wanted to put the focus on Blade. If their thought right now is all anyone's going to be talking about is GTA 6, then why not make the Blade drop seem like a big deal? You know what I mean? Because Wolverine should seem like an even bigger deal, and it's not going to against Grand Theft Auto. So
yeah, totally agree. Can't disagree. Well, folks, listen, this has been a blast. It was fun hanging out. This was the longest Geekly I think we've ever done. But Nick, it's always fun to have you on the show. We'll have you back, of course. What do we got? Anything super exciting coming up? I mean, WrestleMania is not till April, so.
No, I did have a proposal that I thought, and maybe when Jen has more free time, if we did like get Tina on, right? You, me, Tina, and Jen, and do each of us prior to coming on, we just pick our top 5 Hallmark Christmas movies of all time, and basically do like a round robin of going over.
That's not a terrible episode. Well, I mean, I wish we had more time during the holidays. It's really the only time it's apropos, but
yeah, it's tough because you guys got the cruise coming up.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. All right, listen, folks, I gotta eat something. It's time. Thanks for joining us for Geekly this week. It's been a blast. Thanks for joining the stream. We'll do something else fun coming up. To all of our regulars, thanks so much. For those of you catching it on the replay, thank you as well. In the meantime, until we all get together again, remember, don't let anybody else yuck your yum. Keep on playing the things you find fun. And of course, keep on geeking on. Peace.